to come in. We're going to talk all things going live. Thank you all for being here. We are going live with confidence and ease. Appreciate you all being here. We are going to get started in just a few moments. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you all for being here. We're going to see if we can hear myself. I'm just getting back. So appreciate you all joining the live stream. So thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Let's get our screen going. Thank you all for joining the live. This is my 4 o'clock live where I go live with confidence and ease. Come on in. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. And so feel free to come in. We are live as we speak. Let me know if there's any questions. So I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for joining. We're going to get started in just a few moments. Appreciate everyone coming in. Let me know if there's any questions as we get ready to get started on this live stream. On this live, we talk all things going live. So let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if there are any questions. I'm about to share out my live, so I appreciate you all being here. I'm getting ready to go onto the TikTok streets. You know how I do, friends. So I appreciate you all coming in. We are going to go live. And I added to my story so I can make sure that you guys are seeing the live. So feel free to come in, ask questions. Thank you so much for joining. If you are new to my live, I always say, come on in. Make sure you are getting the support you need. We got a few people that are registered for the next live. We're going to get some other live streams added so we can have those going for folks to add as well. Feel free to come in, ask questions. Thank you all for joining. And so I'm going to change the setting. Let's get it going. We'll add that as well. Feel free to come in. Thank you all for being here. If you are new to my live, you guys are seeing me a little bit distracted. I'm setting up the screen. If you are new to my live, feel free to come in and ask questions about how to go live. So again, this is my 4 o'clock live. We're going to get going in just a few minutes. I'm just setting up my screen so I can have everything set up for tomorrow as well. I always do live events. So I want to make sure it is in the system and ready to go for the next live. So thank you all for joining. Feel free to come in, ask questions as well, friends. Thank you all for joining. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. Make sure you give the live a like. Give me a thumbs up. That thumbs up tells YouTube that you're here, you're engaging, you are interested in this live stream, you are ready to support. So give me a like. And then if you don't mind also, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you're new, click that subscriber button, as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you so much for joining. This is my 4 o'clock live. So we're going to get going live in just a few minutes. Appreciate the support. Thank you all who are watching. Feel free to put a comment in the chat to let me know where you're from. I feel free to ask questions as well. Okay, friends. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. I always kind of start here first so I can set up the screen. And then I am going to go over into those TikTok streets. We're going to get to talking and chatting over there. We want to make sure people are engaging, actively engaging. And so this is where we get started here first. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate the support. So 4:20, we're going to go start on TikTok. You guys are going to hear me in real time, letting the algorithm know who I am, what I'm about, what we're talking about. And then ultimately, it brings other people in. We do a warm up. We engage in a live stream. And then I'll go into content. All right. So I appreciate everybody joining me. We are going live on TikTok. My allergies are bothering me a little bit today. TikTok live. We are live on TikTok. Welcome. Come in. We are talking all things live streaming. Come on in and ask questions. We are talking about TikTok live streaming for beginners. I'm giving beginner tips So feel free to come in, ask questions. If you are a beginner and you want to know how to go live, feel free to come in and ask questions about how to live stream, friends. So we are talking all things going live. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for joining. We are just getting started. So I appreciate you all coming in. Feel free to come into the live stream. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get started in just a few moments. Hello, how you doing, friends? Coming in. Thank you for that grabbing that daily heart me. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I appreciate you all joining. Hey, Richie, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Appreciate everybody coming into the live. Hey, Per Mom. Welcome to the room, friend. Appreciate you joining as well. I had the pleasure. Hey, Jennifer, how are you, friend? I had the pleasure of hanging out with our friend Per Mom Bookshops. She's delightful. First of all, just delightful. But she's so kind and wise, and everything about her I just love, love, love. So definitely thank you for spending the afternoon with me for a short period. I enjoyed it in the sense that, we meet people online, we're in these TikTok streets, and so we get a chance to on occasion meet somebody in person, and so it was my pleasure. Hi, so great. I truly appreciate the time. I appreciated the time too, friend. Thank you so much. Hello, how you doing? Locked up by lawyer. No crime. Welcome to the room, friends. I'm gonna pin Per Mom Bookshops. If you guys are interested in, let me see, let me pin you, friend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in. Everybody who's joining. If you guys are interested in, first of all, she talks about books. Obviously, that is her niche. She talks all about books. She has book recommendations. She has authors coming to our live. She'll have you guys doing these reading sprints. She'll have you doing also just chatting and learning about some of the different best reads out there. So definitely connect with her. But another thing that she does is that she has her feline friends in the room with her. So she's also a cat mom. And so because of that, you'll see where she will talk about cats, and she has a lot of knowledge. I told you I recently became a cat grandmother. so so she gave me a lot of tips to think about what's going on with my son's cat that is in our home right now. And so with that, I just enjoyed learning from her. So feel free to connect with her. She is a pleasure to talk to learn from, and she has such a welcoming space. So I just wanted to shout her out for a second because we did just have lunch together in real life, like real life, not virtual life, but real life. And so it was such a pleasure. So thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate connecting with you in real life. But definitely connect with her as well, friends, if you want somebody else to learn and grow from. So you said that's awesome. It was such an awesome experience. Others coming into the room, I appreciate you all joining. Somebody's room I went to recently, Richie, I want to just shout you out for a second, if you don't mind as well. Let me know. Per Mom, do me a favor, put your live time and topic in the chat. When is the next time you're going live? She's traveling. So she's visiting Disney, Orlando Disney. So with that, she's traveling. So I'm not sure if she's going to be on her regular schedule until she gets back. But if you are going to go live anytime in the next few days, put that in the chat for us so we know. Tuesday at 9 is my next live. There we go. So I just wanted to make sure you guys got that for my friends in the room. And then I'm just going to shout out my friend Richie. I went to his live. He is in Hawaii. And his live is on the beach in Hawaii. And it was just so relaxing, y'all. Hey, Queen Shades. You said 3 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. I don't know what that means for Florida time and Eastern Standard Time, but look it up, y'all. So 3 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. I love the beach. It was such a relaxing experience. And, he's his live, he's just bringing positive messages. He's a Christian man, so he's sharing wisdom and prayer for folks. I just really enjoyed it. And so I could sit there and just watch the ocean, just watch and listen to him talk. Such a great voice, just a positive energy. It was a great live. You said 6 hours apart. So are we behind or ahead? I think we're behind, or we ahead. I don't know where we are. I think we're ahead, maybe. I don't know. I was just in South Africa, and it was 6 hours also, and we were ahead of whatever Florida was. You say you're ahead, so I'm ahead this time. So Florida is ahead of Hawaii. Yes, we're ahead. All right. So we're ahead this time. That's good. That's good. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate. I think I saw E Nurse as well. So let me pin Richie real quick, just in case you guys want a different experience. I love meeting new people, and he was so great. He said, "Thank you, you're welcome." And so his live is very. He has a lot of friends that will come by and visit, and because he's on the beach, he he will write your name in the sand, depending on what you do in his room, how you're supporting the room. And so it was just, I was like, my name is in the sand in Hawaii. So it was just a great experience. So just thinking about ways you can engage folks, but he has a great live stream. So thank you so much, friend, for that experience. I appreciate you guys coming in. Others who are joining, thank you so much. Um, so wait a minute, per mom, just quick AI summary. Here's the AI summary. It says host interviews a guest about book recommendations and cat care. That TikTok, that TikTok tech. I don't even know what to say about TikTok. So that's what my AI summary talked about. So TikTok, that is not traditionally my live, but yes, that's what we're doing. So welcome to the room, everybody. I was just shouting out per mom. So now it's going to talk about Hawaii sand art. That's the TikTok Hawaiian sand art is what I talked about too. Okay. So no, I'm talking all things live stream. We're giving live streaming tips. So come in if you have questions. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate it. If you have questions, come on in. We are talking all things going live. So I appreciate you all being here. I am going to do, I shouldn't say try. I am going to do my super fan only live today. I said 5 because the characters kind of ran out on me. I think it's going to be about 5:30. So we'll see how that goes. I usually spend like the first hour here. And then when you have super fans, you actually can turn on the feature to make it only for super fans to attend the live. So you can switch. Now I can't switch it back, but I can turn it on. So I just wanted to say that out loud. We'll talk about the super fan. We'll talk about what you can do as a super fan benefit for your community. And then I always kind of share to ask me anything. So I open up the panel boxes. We can talk that way as well. I am doing well, Jolie. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate you. Appreciate that as well. Wealthy with T, welcome to the room. Appreciate you all coming in. We are supposed to be tapping. I've been chatting. So 7 minutes in, we are at 7.6K likes. So if you guys don't mind tapping the screen, I totally forgot about the tapping exercise. So we are tapping, tapping, tapping. Good thing we are ahead of the curve. We're almost 8K likes into the live stream. So thank you for the populars, friends. Thank you so much. Richie, thank you so much. Richie live on Maui. I was asking like which island, Maui. I should have saw your name, friend. I'm so sorry. I was looking. I was like, I wonder if he's in Maui. So welcome, friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much, T. I see you, friend, with that daily heart me. We are tapping alive. We're at 9K in, almost 8 minutes in, which is awesome. We're still ahead. And so we're going to hit our 10K in 10 minutes. What traditionally happens is that TikTok will push the flash goal. We're going to share out the live. So that activation in your live is so important. We're warming up the room, getting the algorithm used to you and what you're sharing. Thank you for the populars. Hey, if the gift gallery goals are not met during the week, will they restart? SP, give me 1 second. We hit 10K. I want to celebrate that. Give me 1 second. Let me answer that question fully. We did that in 9 minutes, which is awesome sauce. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the populars. Thank you for the heart me. Rick Caroline, I appreciate you. Thank you so much on the YT friends who are coming in. So let me say this. In terms of the gift gallery, the gift gallery resets every Monday morning, Sunday night. So at 12 o'clock, I say that, but I think it's 12:30 on Sundays. It depends on your time zone. I think it's 12:30 Eastern, 12:30 a.m. Eastern on Sunday. We see a new gift gallery. TikTok sends you a report in your inbox to say who were your title gifters. So it does reset. It resets every week, no matter if you got it or not. And so it resets on that Monday morning, essentially. And so you're really focused on getting if people choose to support the gift gallery in that way. I tell live hosts, you pay attention to who supported you. Those are people who has submitted their name in your live for that week as a title gifter. So if you go back and read through what the title gifter means, it means that that person, that viewer, is trying to make sure that they get visibility, their presence is known. And then a lot of times what live hosts do, including myself, we'll look at our report, we'll see who supported us, we'll try to make sure we go to those rooms to support those people, especially if they're live hosts. And so it's just a very intentional way to make sure you are cultivating relationships. All right. Meg, thank you so much. Thank you for being here, friend. Meg, you just picking up numbers, friend. We got to make sure you're engaging properly. Appreciate you, friends, all being here. Thank you all for supporting the live stream. Thank you so much. I am doing well today, Jolie. Appreciate the support. Thank you for asking that question. How I'm doing? I'm doing really good. New bestie. Hello, friends. Thank you so much. So if you guys don't mind sharing out the live, we're going to share out the live as well. That's the arrow in this corner, or you can press down on the middle of the screen, my nose, my glasses, to share out the live. That's another way to get more visibility. So if you don't mind sharing and supporting the live, you can also repost. Reposting is good. Adding to story, as well as sharing it to your friends and group chats. And then when you press down the middle of the screen, you can share it to your other friends that are on that long list. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can share it that way as well. If you want to key in certain names and phrases, you can share it. You said, how was lunchtime? It was great. So lunch with my little guy came first. So lunch came when my little guy came first, and then per mom, she's in the room. Me and her had coffee together. Or, well, I'm sorry, we had a second lunch, but I didn't drink coffee. I drank juice, and so she didn't drink coffee either. But it was supposed to be a coffee meetup, but it was like a second lunch for me. So that's what we ended up doing. Thank you so much, friend. Hello, Bishop Flowers. Thank you so much. Good. You said good afternoon. Welcome to the room as well. Thank you, Diamond. You said if the gallery isn't met, will it reduce you back to the prior league? No, that's not how the gallery works. So, hey, T Give, thank you so much for being here as well. No, that's not how the gallery works. So the gift gallery is based on everybody has a gift gallery. So SP, you have one. Everybody has a gift gallery, even if you don't go live. Eagle Queen, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the populars, friends. Even if you don't go live, you have a gift gallery. So when it comes to the gallery, you can get people to support your gallery, whether in two ways. If you're a live host, people can click there and send gifts from the gallery. Or if you are a guest in someone's panel boxes, you can have people support your gift gallery that way. Remember, I told you guests can monetize as well, not viewers, but guests. And so when it comes to the gift gallery, that's just another way for TikTok to make sure you're getting engagement. The gift gallery, so here's the logic. If you got your gift gallery filled in the same day, and you were really strategic about it, maybe you did it towards the end of the day, like towards 11 o'clock, maybe 11:45, and people strategically sent all your gifts at that one time. Some rooms do actually plan to do that, where they're trying to get it done sooner than later. If you are strategic in that way, you could move along that timeline. There's a league timeline so that you could potentially league up. Okay, so you can get enough gifts and then you league up. And I'm probably going to have to explain that really quickly. Let's do this. People in the room, we're going to get the flash goal soon. Appreciate you all being here. So let me explain this. I normally don't do this with my newbies, but since the question's being asked, I'm going to show you guys. Thank you so much, Jill. How are you? Appreciate the confetti. So I normally don't do this. Let's do this. Let's put the letter G in the chat. We'll just put the letter G. And then I want you guys to click your photo where you put the letter G. TikTok just gave me the flash goal. Let's see what the flash goal is. It's 22. I love you so much. Let's see if we can get that achieved pretty quickly. And then we'll go through this exercise. Okay, we'll go through this activity and I'll talk about it so you guys can see in real time what it's all about. So if you guys don't mind supporting the I love you so much is one per person. It is the flash goal. TikTok is asking for 22 of them. So if we're all working together, there's 38 people in the room. We can get this done pretty quickly. It is one per person. It is TikTok's goal, not Dr. Lisa's. And so you guys will get flash goals as well. So we want to make sure that we ideally get the flash goal done as soon as possible. So that way we can move on. We have 15 minutes to achieve it. And so we need another 11. So we're halfway there. So thank you all for supporting. I see you all. So if we can get it done quickly, that would be ideal. I appreciate all the support. And if you can do one per person, that'll get it completed quickly. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, everybody who is coming in to support. How do you pin it? Pin the flash goal? There's when the screen pops up, it says pin, and you only can pin it. It'll stay pinned for like 30 seconds, and you can pin it every 5 minutes. So technically 3 times you can pin it. So when you first get it, I pin it. It shows there. I have to wait essentially 10 minutes in, 9.5 minutes in, I can pin it again, and then I should be able to pin it again before the last time it goes out. So maybe like 3.5 minutes in or something like that. And so so it actually says the word pin where you can pin it on the screen, but it doesn't stay it only stays like 3 minutes. I'm sorry, 30 seconds. So we have 22, so I can't keep pinning it. It's like every 5 minutes you can pin it. So it expires in 15 minutes. So we're trying to achieve that within a 15-minute time frame. I don't think I shared out my own live. Let's see if you guys don't mind sharing the live out. Let me share it out as a live host. Okay. Let's see. Thank you all. First time here. How you doing, TC? Thank you so much for being here. Others in the room, good afternoon, good evening. Appreciate you all coming in. Any other new friends in the room? We're going to do this exercise of the gallery real quick. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate it. We'll do that real quick just so you guys can see it, okay? First time here. Thank you so much, Cassie. I appreciate the support. Thank you for coming through. And so we'll see if we can get that flash goal. We need another seven people to support. It's the flash goal. It's the I love you so much. Thank you so much for supporting that flash goal. If you already sent it, you only can send it one time, one coin. It's like one penny. And then otherwise we have to wait. We have to make sure everybody sends it. So it's 22 people in total that would need to support it. So thank you so much. Are we almost done? Look at you guys. I appreciate that. Okay. 18 of 22. So we're almost there. Okay, let's sorry, I'm just here for a few, working on my clients. Thank you so much, Susan C. Appreciate it. Okay, let's do this. Thank you for that. Heart me. I love you so much. So let's do this. Let's start over. Put the G in the chat again. So let's put G in the chat. Put the G in the chat. I'm going to even show you on my phone. So I'll do it as well on my backup. And we'll try to see if we can get that flash goal in a second. Once you put the G in the chat, I want you to click it so that you can see your mini profile. Your mini profile has a little, if you go towards the bottom, it has the gallery. You can see it here as backwards. It shows your gallery. So for this account, it is a D5 gallery. All right, so it is a D5 gallery. I told you everybody has that. A D5 gallery is the lowest level. We start at D5, we go to D4, D3, D2, D1. Then it goes C gallery, C5, C4, C3, C2, C1. Then it goes B gallery, B5, B4, B3, B2, B1. And then the A gallery is not 5 and 4. You just have 3, 2, 1. All right. So those are the type of galleries that exist. There's a D gallery, there's a C gallery, there's a B gallery, and there's an A gallery. All right. If you really look at the coins that are in each gallery, the total amount of gifts in the coins, they all have an overall gifting goal that's associated with it. And so if you get all that, obviously you get a percentage of that. TikTok, so it's going to take out their percentage first, but you are essentially monetizing because people are supporting your gallery. Okay, as a live host. So we're talking about from the live host perspective. I talk about being a live host. So your gallery is really kind of one of those extra ways of people supporting your live stream. All right. So in the gallery, I told you to look at your mini profile because I was going to show you. Thank you so much for that club victory. My sound bar is not working. I have to go in and click it. Thank you so much. And so when it comes to your gallery, you can see the different gifts associated there. Once you click it, let's see, let's show this again. Once you click your gallery, you see all the gifts. There's a question mark. I always tell you, follow the question mark so you can get a little bit more information. Oh, sorry. So you don't have to listen to Dr. Lisa, and you can kind of see a little bit more about the gift gallery. So all this information is in there for you. All right. So you can read up on the gift gallery. But essentially, it's a way for people, when TikTok thinks about this app, it is a way for people to engage. It's an engagement app, and you are able to get more visibility as a viewer. A lot of things here is about making sure you're seen, you're having your presence known. When I talk about the fan club earlier, your fans are your people who love your content, who love what you're offering. And TikTok actually gives you a list of tasks to do. When it comes to the gift gallery, that's another way to be seen so that you have that visibility. You're trying to grow your presence on this app by getting the right people to come to your live stream, to go in your content, to engage, being a part of up here, these two boxes sitting there, another way to become a top viewer and get that recognition and to be seen that way. Thank you for sharing the live. And so recognize that all of this is for engagement. All right. And so Asim, we're going to talk, friend. We got to talk because we got to talk about how do you engage properly, friend. But I appreciate you being here. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay. And so when everything's said and done, you're trying to get that presence. And so TikTok says, okay, this is another way to do it from a viewer perspective to become a title gifter. All right. And so if you're a live host and you're looking at that list strategically, you're like, okay, these are people who came to my live and supported. I know them because they submitted their name in the week. There was people who may even competed for some gifts. Let me make sure I pay attention to these people because they are people who are supporting in a very specific way. Maybe I'll go to their live and I support them as well. All right. So that's one thing about the gift gallery. If you go a step deeper into the gift gallery, it actually shows you right here. If you click your information, it pops up that screen. This tells you your league. If you click the league, I tell you guys all the time, and then it shows this information. I tell you guys all the time, when you look at people's information, it'll show you how they are a viewer, what type of level they're in, their level they're at as a viewer, and it also shows you your level as a live host. All right, and that means your league. So you're seeing how people are moving from a live host league and how they're growing. And then you're also able to see the blue box in the Lisa box. That's the level of engagement as a viewer. All right. So you can clearly see how people move in terms of what they're doing as a live host and as a viewer. So a lot of my D5ers, you guys are still growing. You're still trying to figure this thing out. Many of you are probably not live. I can go and look at your gift gallery. I can look at your league and see if there's any movement from day to day. And so I can tell who's a newbie pretty quickly. And then I can tell somebody who's actually going live and they're building their league and they're maybe lead 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry, 1, 2, or 3, maybe 4 if that's the D league, as opposed to just being a D5er. All right. So you said newbie here. So you can really pay attention to that. And so once you start going live, you'll be able to see it. All right. Some comments got filtered. We are in the midst of the flash goal. Let's see if we can get these last two. I love you so much. There's only 2 left. If you guys don't mind supporting that. 2 more left for the I love you so much. If you haven't sent one, send one now and we can get that done, friends. The last 2. Let me know who can support. We need 2 more to accomplish that goal. Thank you so much. If you haven't sent one, we're looking for 2 more, friends. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate you all being here. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate the coral. Oh, Lord, I love the coral. The coral is beautiful. Appreciate that, friend. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for the support. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see if we can get these last 2 flash goals in. We have 2 more to do. and we'll see if it captures it. Okay, good. I need one more. So one more person to send the I love you so much, and we'll get that flash go. And then what it does, hey, win for you. Welcome to the room. What it will do is end in 4 minutes. So if we can get that 4.5 minutes, if we can get that completed, that will be awesome, friends. The I love you so much is the flash go. Thank you so much, friends. We achieved that. Thank you for doing that. Appreciate everybody coming in, supporting the live stream. Let me know if that made sense in terms of how to look at your leagues. Let me know if there's any follow-up questions. I want to make sure I didn't miss any questions. Appreciate everybody coming through. Any follow-up? Wow, what a beautiful coral. It was beautiful, wasn't it? Thank you so much for that. Yes, I cannot find the live button on my profile page. Carolyn, you can't find the live button on your profile page. It wouldn't be on your profile page. You actually have to go on your profile, go to TikTok Studio, and at the top you see post and you see live. Scroll on that screen, go to the live side, and the live side will let you know what you need to do to activate your live. Let me know if you've gone live before. Let me know what your live, if you haven't gone live before, you have to do your ID verification. So you have to make sure you're of age, 18 years and older. And then once you do that, then you can start going live if you get approved. Yep. Thank you. You're welcome, SP. Hopefully that made sense. Lost pin ability. You can't pin comments. Lost soundbar. A soundbar does not work for me either. Pinning comments does work. So I'm able to pin comments. So I just pinned your comment. My soundbar is not working. I actually have to go back under the wand to click the soundbar. That's how I've been doing it. My soundbar is not, actually is pinned on the screen here. It's not going away and it's not working. So I think I could replace it with maybe another feature like the effects. Maybe that'll make it go away, but it's not working. Okay, thank you. I've never gone live before. Okay, yes. So you got to go live. Go to TikTok Studio, the live side, click the go live button on that screen, and then it'll make you do the ID verification if you haven't done that before. Thank you so much, everybody coming in. I appreciate the support. Let me know if there's any specific questions. Lost sound effects. Sound effects for Cynthia, if you click the wand and click sound effects should be there. It's the wand. And I can click the sound effects from inside the wand. It works. But my sound bar is not working. So it's not working on the sound bar part, which is unfortunate. But it does work when I go into the actual sound effects area. Anybody else having that issue? Miss Vicky, anybody? Are you having that issue? Anyone else? Is TikTok Studio a separate app we have to get? TikTok Studio is a separate app. You don't have to get it. So I actually have a download on my phone and I don't use it. I mean, I don't use it at all, really. But it is a separate app. You said your sounds were fine. Your sound bar is working. You said, yes, I was having issues. You're having issues, Diamond, when you went live? Yeah, I know Coach Jessie was also having issues last night when she was doing her live. Her soundbar wasn't working. So yours is working, huh? Yeah. Some of us ain't as fortunate. Not as fortunate. Some of us are not as fortunate. So, yeah, I don't know what's happening. I did the latest update yesterday. And actually, it started after I did the update. So I'm side-eyeing TikTok. But once I did the update, that's when the glitch happened. Before that, it was working fine at my 10 o'clock. I did the update before my 4 o'clock. And it has not worked properly today at all. What is the point for TikTok Studio app? You know, I guess it's a separate app. Like if you have if you have content that you draft, that's in those drafts, you can save stuff that way. You can schedule content. It's a separate place to do your content creation. They also have features there for just, the same features are here. Don't get me wrong. So I don't know if there's extra features over there. Anybody know? Again, I don't use it, but it seems as if it has just a separate space for you to do your content creation, save content, schedule it. But again, I know scheduling was not available here for the longest. It is now. It used to be on the app only. Hey, Miss K. Nicole, thank you so much for being here. I have been noticing some technical issues with my following. Oh, interesting. What do you mean by what you're following? Thank you so much, friend. I used it on my PC. You use it on your PC a lot? Yeah, so I don't, like I said, I don't use it. The PC version has that other feature where you can do, what is it called? It's the feature where you can clip your content. So if you post something, I'm sorry, if you have stuff in a video in your camera roll. So say you did some videos, you download maybe a clip from your live. You could actually upload it into this feature. What's the name of the feature, y'all? It's like a split feature. I think it's split something, where it actually splits up your content. So you know how you have the split inside the editing feature, so it allows you to split it, and so it'll read that content. So is it like a splice? I don't think I think it's called split something, but anyway, it allows you to take that video. Maybe it has to be over a minute. No, it's not CapCut. You guys are gonna make me look it up. Let me look it up real quick. I'll tell you the name of it because it's on the laptop only. I've done it. It was okay. I don't think it was worth. I didn't like the way it split things up. And so again, I think it depends on what type of video you're using. So let's see. It's under TikTok Studio. The feature is called, let me tell you real quick. Let's see. I don't see it. Smart Split. It's called Smart Split. So the Smart Split feature is on the desktop. And so if you take a video, you upload it, it'll split that video into like 7-second videos. That's essentially what it does. It has to be over a minute that you're adding to this feature, and then it'll cut it up for you. It's using AI, almost like Opus clips, kind of in that concept, but it's allowing you to slice up that video. And essentially it's giving you clips of it, and it has to be over a minute, and then essentially it'll put like hashtags, not hashtags, your captions on it. You can do some other creative title on screen. So it is a feature in here. Again, I was kind of underwhelmed by it. I wasn't really excited about the way it split up my video, but you could do a video that you're like, okay, I would love to see if they can do some clips for it. You can download it and then add it to your content, to your page. So I'm constantly hitting the following the same people over and over again. What does that mean? Has anyone else experienced an issue with following? What do you mean? I like it. Yeah. You like that feature? You use it? Luxurious? Let me know if you use it or you like the concept of it. But I think the concept seemed to be a good idea, but the execution was kind of, I think they needed to go back and kind of figure it out a little bit more before they actually put that out there as a strong feature. So that will work for like 10-minute videos I made. It could work. That's true. You could see. You said I like the concept. All right. Yeah, I thought it was a good idea too, but again, it didn't work as smoothly as I thought it would. It was actually very clunky, and then on top of it, it didn't clip the videos well either, because it was like, okay, that doesn't not make any sense. But again, that's the way the AI captured it. How do I get the recording after I go live? When you go, hey Amber, thank you so much. Hey Luna, I see you as well. Welcome to the room, everybody. Appreciate you all being here. When you go to your live, again, on your profile, click TikTok Studio. You see post and live at the top. Go to the live side. Scroll all the way down. You'll see the area that says tools and resources, and the first box is live recording. If you click where the title is, there's an arrow, not the highlighted area, but the actual title of the live. There's an arrow right next on the end on the right side. You can click that and download the entire video. And so with downloading it, you could, if you wanted to. Thank you very much, Luna. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for that. If you wanted to download the entire video, you could, and then upload it to like a YouTube. You can make edits as you see fit and make it a long form video. Thank you very much, Cynthia. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much, friends. So you could do that as well. After I follow others, it appears as if I followed them to only go back to not seeing follow. Yeah, Caroline, I guess I'm not following you, friend. So let me understand something. When you are following You're connecting with somebody. I'm going to use that word. You're saying they're connecting back, or they're not showing up in your list of people you followed. I'm not sure what you're saying. And you're saying something about it is not working. Now, did you hit your following count for the day? The most you can follow each day is 200. And then TikTok puts you in a little jail. You're getting put in a timeout. So are you overdoing your number for the day? Doesn't look like it. If I look at your numbers, it doesn't look like you're hitting your numbers. You haven't done 200 yet. No, yeah, it doesn't look like it. So I guess I'm not understanding what's happening. You're saying something's happening where you're following people, but they're not following you back, or you're not seeing their number show up, their follow. It could be glitching. It could be something going on with a glitch. Have you updated your app? Update your app to make sure you have the latest version of TikTok. They did have an app update yesterday. How do you change a TikTok video to long form for YT? How do you change a TikTok video? What do you mean? It's already a long form video? I'm following. My following is not taking. Your following is not taking. Oh, yeah. Only thing I can tell you is maybe update your app and then maybe close out the app. You can uninstall and reinstall. Usually when you see major glitches, you got to kind of go through the protocol of making sure the app is updated. And then as a last ditch effort, maybe uninstall and reinstall it and see if it picks up the newer version of the app for you. So that could be it too. Post a video on YT. So Diamond, when you are creating content for your live, say you're live, in my situation, my lives are usually like 2 hours. If I wanted to download this, and you guys know I co-stream, so I'm actually already recording on YouTube. Hey friends, L, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you all supporting the live stream. Thank you all. If you guys are just coming in, if you don't mind sharing the live out, hold down my glasses, my nose. You can power share. Thank you for the the heart puffs, and you can share by using the arrow in the corner here. Good afternoon. Thank you so much. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate I love you so much. So Diamond, when I download this page, this recording, if I wasn't co-streaming, that's a way I could have done it, or I could still kind of do it that way. You can download it to your phone. If you're an iPhone user, you can upload it to iMovie. You can make edits there. Maybe you take out some parts that maybe are redundant or doesn't flow well, and you can make a little mini movie. If you wanted to upload it to YouTube, you actually have a feature where you can click to upload it to your YouTube. So you go into your YouTube channel and you can take a video from your phone, in this case an iMovie, and then you upload it and do all the little setting things for YouTube, the description, the title, all the things you want to do, and then you can upload it that way. Apples are for eating. You know what? I can't even laugh at you. I had to go into the other feature, but Android folks, whatever y'all use, y'all can figure out what y'all use. Hey people, good afternoon. Wherever you are. Thank you so much, friend. So whatever y'all use for y'all movie features. Thank you so much. I'm actually doing my first live next week. All right, I love it. Welcome to the room. Tell me how it goes as well. Let me know if you have questions. We'll talk about, some things you want to keep in mind for the first one. But yeah, so you can create and edit it. YouTube Studio, you can also make some edits there as well. So you can use that to edit the video before you post it. So it just depends on how you want to create that video. Did that make sense, Diamond? Let me know if that made sense. If you guys go to my YT, same channel, same name, everything as here. If you go there, you'll see my I have live streams that I post every time I go live. So I have a lot of video content, but they're not your traditional videos. They're the lives. So the videos that I have as traditional videos that are not shorts, there's only a few, and it is it came from my TikTok live. I made an edit. I did exactly what I said I did. It was in the very beginning of my live journey, and I haven't deleted them. They're still out there, but it really is my way of showcasing how I took my content here and I repurposed it and reposted it there. So I probably at some point will hide those videos, but as of now, it's out there as an example of what I did. Now, granted, I don't talk about that topic in terms of goal setting the way I do, where I talk about live streaming here. Thank you so much, Natural Flow. Appreciate you being here. Let me know if you have any questions, friends, as you are getting ready to go live. Let me know if you go live as well. I think you said new to TikTok. What does the number 2 written on my picture signify? The number 2 written on your picture. Well, you mean the number 3 now, friend. I'm just saying. You're number 3. So our friend Luna took your number 2 spot. So the number 3 means that you are the number 3 viewer in the room. So Luna and my friend Cynthia are 1 and 2 in the room right now. So you were 1 and 2. And so now Luna's come in and she's taking over. Thank you, Tanya, for the rose. I appreciate it, friend. And so what does it mean to become a super fan? Super fans, I am going to do a super fan. It wouldn't let me put enough characters there. I'm going to do it at 5:30. So if you guys want to stay a little longer, I'll do super fan at 5:30 just to give our friends a little bit more time to come in. Hey, Coach Chantel. Hello, Miss Vicky. Thank you so much. Hello, Elizabeth. Oh, y'all all coming in. Did y'all think it was at 5 o'clock? Maybe y'all all coming in on purpose. Okay. Let me know. It's like, I know she about to do super fan at 5. Thank you so much, Ray. Appreciate you being here. Thank you all for being here. So it is a benefit that my benefit is like a Ask Me Anything. We talk about features. We ride together. Y'all all rolled in together too. I was like, maybe they saw the sign. It's like, oh yeah, we got to get here by 5. I like that on purpose. New here, reaching, try reach 50. Oh, how you doing, Waylon? Thank you so much for being here. Let's see, friends. I just want to make sure I caught up on some comments. Thank you all for being here. So super fan is a benefit that you can offer your community. And so when you start your live journey and you don't get super fan initially, you have to unlock all the features. For my new friends in the room, I usually tell you guys you said working 9 to 5. Who wants to kick me out of number 2 spot? He said, who gonna take my spot? How do you add your title, etc. on screen? Give me 1 second, friend. Hey, Digital. Thank you so much. Good evening. Give me 1 second. I'll talk about boards. This is a board. I did talk about boards at my 10 o'clock. My 10 o'clock was a real short live. This is kind of a short live too, because I'm going to switch to super fan. And so let me talk about boards again. I'll do that for the room, and that way you guys can understand how to write this. And what I did was just show a couple of different ways to do your board. And so just know that TikTok has enhanced the features. If you are someone who is looking, hey, Mrs. Treetop, if you are someone who is looking to make sure that you're able to get the new AI boards, you want to start utilizing some of the AI features. I think that will help as well. So I'll talk about that too. My boards no longer stay. I'm not sure what's happening. I wonder if you might be transitioning to the new boards. I'm not sure. They don't stay. Oh, Mr. Treetop going to take over our spots. The 1 and 2 spots. Thank you, Digital, for that daily heart me. I appreciate it, friend. Shay, thank you so much. Oh, AI features. Yes, there's some AI features. I would say start utilizing them. So let me say this real quick. Thank you so much for the gift. Lost lots of features the more I'm live. I think the updates are needed. So you might need to do the updates. And then I hate to say it, guys, sometimes you have to uninstall and reinstall the app. So if you're feeling like, you know what, you don't have access to different things, uninstall and reinstall. And so things will happen. The AI features, there's a couple of them that you want to pay attention to. Super fans, I started tapping on my super fan and just kind of looking at the AI features there, because it will say new tags available. It's like a little star symbol and it reads that person and it shows a little AI summary of what they've been doing in your live stream. So Mrs. Treetop, I'm going to click hers. It says new tags available. And for her, it's reviewing and it says Mrs. Treetop is a live streamer. Look at you, friend. And she says about 15 November gifts since go. I don't know what that means. And so it says, what's the most valuable thing you've learned from managing your own streams? That's a question TikTok gave me. It kind of generated a question so I can interact with Mrs. Treetop. And it says, thank you so much for always helping me reach my goals. I really appreciate it. And so the AI is looking at your community and that person in particular and seeing how they engage. All right. And so that's why I said start using some of the AI features so that ultimately it should hopefully trigger the fact that you are looking to do AI boards and engage in that way. Community building. It's a great feature. Hey, Luna. So it's a great feature to kind of see who's in your room, what they've been doing, and it captures that for you. All right. Super fan is up. I'm sorry. The fan club is up here for a live host. When you guys click it as a live host, I can then see who's in my fan club and click different feature, click some of those tags for the people who are listed there. And then it'll do this generated message for you. And then you can say suggest topics and it'll give you questions to ask them. So just know that that's in there. I would say start playing with the features. Was there a flash goal sync? Yeah, it was, Mrs. Treetop. Thank you for asking. We did achieve it. It was the I love you so much. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for supporting the live stream. I appreciate everybody coming in, getting your daily heart me. Thank you all for sending the populars and all the things to go with supporting the live stream. I appreciate it. Had to pop out as needed to update TikTok app. Was the update in there for you, friend? It should have been. You should have seen an update. So hopefully it's there and you thank you all. Thank you for the populars. I see you all. You say yes. Okay, perfect. So let me talk. I'm going to talk a little bit longer. We'll switch to super fans in a little bit. I'm going to talk about the AI boards. I want you guys to think about how you can use the boards. Let's do this. Anybody who is new in the room, put new in the chat. I want to make sure I support any newbie questions that you may have. If you are trying to go live, I tell my newbies, make sure you just play with the features for the first couple lives. Don't try to overdo it with, oh, I want to talk about my topic. I want to sell my product. I want to do this, that, and the other. I want you to learn what's here and I want you to engage with your viewers. So same way I said, oh, who's new in the room? You guys put new in the chat. You can say, hey, where are you from? Why don't y'all do that? Tell me where you're from. Put that in the chat. Hey, woman of God, 40. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to give you some homework. You want to make sure you put a bio in there so we know who you are and what you're all about. Is Io Thomas official? Welcome to the room. I'm going to give you some homework too, because I notice your username and your nickname are the same way. That's lowercase letters all the way through. And so I'm going to assume that you have different words there. Thomas, official, Io. Is it Aya? Io. And so you can capitalize those and put spaces. You have to wait 7 days. Every 7 days, you can update your nickname. That's the name there. But you want to make that visible for your community so that they can say your name correctly and know what your page is all about. All right. Renee, thank you so much. Panama, appreciate you being here. Others who said they're new to my room, I appreciate you all coming in. Let's see. Is it okay? Jean, thank you so much. OKI, thank you so much for being here, friend. Appreciate you. KK Travel Agency, welcome to the room. Luxurious, thank you so much as well. Thank you for being here. Miss K Nicole, appreciate you as well. New to the room. Women of God, I'm assuming you said okay. That's what that meant. The Holistic Bulldog, welcome to the room. Chicago Southside, Cynthia, welcome home and welcome home. Welcome to the room. You are family. I'm also from Chicago Southside as well. Thank you so much. Live from Memphis. Welcome to the room, friends. You're Florida. Oh, okay. Hey, neighbor. Yes. Carolyn, that's right. You are from Florida. I got the flash go, but it didn't have enough people in the room long enough to achieve it. That's okay. You got to start off just making sure you do it. Don't ignore it. Just get used to doing it, friends. Thank you so much, Janice, for sharing out this live. You are so Appreciate it. I thank you so much. You said me too. That's right, my Chicago friends. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for that. The egg, Coach Chantel. Appreciate you. The little wing. So just know those are things you want to do to make sure you have a bio. That's the homework I want to give you, friend. Make sure you have a bio in there so we can read it. And then also, as you think about your name for your live stream, what people see in the live is that nickname, not your username with the @ symbol. That is your unique identity, but the nickname is what we see. I think they call it name now, just generally name is what we see in the live stream. So you want to make sure your viewers see that correctly. Okay. And you can change that every 15, I'm sorry, every 7 days. Um, you say, yes, we check the Shy Time homies. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Appreciate the headphones. Do you sell on TikTok? You know what? I offer services. I offer one-on-one consultations. I offer coaching, 4 to 8 week packages that you can get where I coach you through going live, having your products, selling them, pitch, all that stuff. Understanding digital marketing, understanding TikTok. It depends on what you need. And I am a agency owner and manager for the Creative Network Agencies, which is the free program on TikTok, because TikTok pays you, pays themselves, and then they pay the agency. Thank you very much, Mr. Treetop. And so just know, so yeah, those are the services I offer. I do, I'm a TikTok shop affiliate, so I will turn on my shopping cart and have products there too. Janice, I'm from Chicago, West Side, South Side, Upper Northeast Side. I live everywhere. You funny. Are you still in Chi-Town? Let me know, Janice. That's awesome. Where do the gifts? What do the gifts do for your live? That is part of your monetization. Fifi, thank you so much for being here. That is part of your monetization. So as you are gifted TikTok, depending on how long you go live, how many new followers you get, that's part of the scale live rewards. TikTok will give you up to 40%. Okay, for the gifting that happens in your live. You essentially, so you get up to 40%. TikTok takes the 60. And when I say agencies are free, because TikTok uses a few percentages to pay the agency. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you for that. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you so much, Mrs. Treetop. How can you determine the worth of a gift, especially those at the bottom of the gift gallery? The worth of it is based on the coins. Think of the coins as pennies. That's probably the best way to kind of do a quick calculation. You put coins on your account as a viewer. You want to go to the website so you can get a discount on the coins that you add to your account. And then ultimately, as you are sending gifts, you factor in your budget and what you want to send. But those are coins. So like I said, think of them as pennies. That's probably the best way to do the conversion. All right. That's good. Thank you so much. Was TikTok changed this week? It's been glitchy. It's been some changes that's going on. You said C with a question mark. What happened, Luna? I missed it. Love it. Thank you all. I appreciate the support. Thank you all for supporting the live stream. These are the basic things we need to know. Do you recommend we get a second account? Second account so in general, the answer is yes. But what are you trying to do? But yes, the answer is yes. And I'll say the different ways you can use a second account. How was lunch? Lunch was awesome with baby boy. And then I met with Per Mom Bookshop. Per Mom, are you still in the room? She was here when I first started the live. TikTok knocked me out the box. Oh Lord. So Mrs. Treetop, I said TikTok, Mrs. Treetop. Oh wow, thank you. Luna, I love it. Luna said, not so fast. Oh, I love it. My sound effects haven't been working. My sound doesn't work on the sound bar. I actually have to go into the wand and click the sound effects there. So it hasn't been working for me either. Yay, TikTok is going crazy this week. It is. It's been glitchy, you all. It's been really glitchy. Okay, let's do this. Let's see. What was I just talking about? TikTok changed a lot. Yes. And I was talking about the gifts we determined. Renee, let me know if that answered your question. The bottom gifts. I felt like I was talking about something. What was I talking about, y'all? Put it in the chat. What was I just talking about? All love Doc and Mrs. Treetop. Thank you so much. Mrs. Treetop don't know she battling. She's like, I ain't battling. Jessie haven't been working good either. Her soundbar, no, it didn't work. Yeah, I was saying that yesterday. She was having issues with it. Different accounts. Oh, different accounts. Thank you so much, KK. You got me honest. I was like, I know I was supposed to be explaining something. Different accounts. Here's why. Okay, so this is my agency account. I'll put it in the chat. You guys can follow it. I'm going to say hello and I'll pin it. And you guys, anybody who wants to join the agency, if you are a live host, you can go on this page. There's a couple of videos that have the application on there. If you're interested in joining the agency, you can apply that way. With that being said, this account is helpful because it actually is in the live room with me. It's sitting in my live. It will tap my screen. It will do all the things. I can show you different features. I can see what you guys see as a live host. I can see from the viewer perspective on this account. So it's really helpful to have it as a backup, essentially. But it is an actual legitimate account that I use for the agency. So it always is, it's in my live just as another account to support. That's one reason. Another reason, if you're not even there on the live side yet, another reason is that you can use this account or another account. If I want to search something, as you are really training the algorithm to say what your page is about and what you're here to do, maybe I always use my crocheters as an example. If your page is all about crocheting, you shouldn't be researching. Thank you so much on your account. You want to try to avoid researching stuff that's not necessarily in your niche because it's going to impact how TikTok is showing you content that matters to you. And so for you, you may want to look at all the different, maybe the crafters, the knitters, the crocheting type content. And so you're searching, you're engaging in that type of content, you're liking, sharing, doing all the things that surround your niche. That's very intentional. There are people who are very specific, very niche specific in terms of how they engage. Your other account can be the account where you watch funny cat videos or you want to watch and do some shop stuff, a whole lot of TikTok shop that don't have anything to do with knitting and crocheting. TikTok, you know a lot. You're an expert. Thank you so much, friend. And so when it comes to it, just be mindful of what you're searching for in your main account. So your other account can be your backup account where you search other things that doesn't change your algorithm as much for your primary. So that's another reason people have it. When it comes to TikTok Shop, because I just mentioned TikTok Shop, if you are someone who may want to do some other type of products, maybe you're interested in some other niche items. So I just use crocheting as an option here. So you could get TikTok Shop on your main account and you have your crochet needles and all the yarn and all the things in that on that shop page. And then maybe you post some of that stuff as content. Well, it doesn't necessarily. Shop is a different algorithm. People who are shopping, they're shopping. But for you, it may not be as impactful because at the end of the day, people are coming to your page. You're doing crochet content anyway. They see your items. They see your products you're promoting. So it's all good. But what if you wanted to do beauty? What if you wanted to do some of the different beauty products and maybe some other products? Then you could have a second account where you did shop and you put that type of content over there and you're that niche. Does that make sense? So those are like the three main reasons people change it up. If you have a different interest, if you want to use that account to search other topics, if you want to use it for your other backup shop page, you could do that. All right. So thank you so much, Bluegrass. Appreciate you, Brent friend. So they stopped me from following people. Can I follow? Said I was following too frequently. Yes, you got to make sure you only get 200 a day. So if you've been following too much, you got to kind of sit out for a little bit. And TikTok, I think, will let you follow again from 24 hours from that moment you got put in timeout. Okay. So you got to wait before you can start engaging again. And then make sure you don't overdo it, less than 200 a day. All right. So let me know if that makes sense. I'm going to switch to boards really quickly because I said I was going to show it. This is a board. This is what this is. This is a sticker. Stickers stay on your page as long as unless you delete it or take it away. It'll stay there when you come live again. Boards, similar, but you can change the boards out. There's a couple different boards that are in here. I I showed earlier this board first. I did it first on purpose. Um, the multi-guest panel. So you can have a header. It'll show a header up here. My header said good morning. It's not morning anymore, but I can change that. I can add a new header. You see it where it says good morning at the top. And then in the spot here, I can have a board. I can do this board where it's just a basic. I'm going to put my little sticker down here. Happy Mother's Day. It's a little blue board. Or I can change my board to another board if I wanted to where I have a picture and an image. And I can use this board. It's going to change. There we go. And so share your live topic. And I changed and added a picture and then added the little message. So this is a multi-guest panel board. As you notice, it took one of my boxes away. So now I only have 8 boxes. Technically, there's 10 boxes that this particular layout offers. This is the most that you can have is 10. The other ones is like either 8 or 9. And so it took away my box to put a board. So if you wanted to create a board that allows you to have a message on it, you can have a header at the top like I have here. That's a good way to let people know what your live is about, especially if you're going to have panels and stuff. When did you, hold on one second, friend. Let me catch up on a few comments. 44.2 tapping, gotta go take the, oh, thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Janice. When did I join TikTok? When did I join TikTok? I've been with, oh gosh, that's a long story, but I've been going live since January 2025. I go live twice a day. I was gonna say that's a long story. It ain't that long, but it offers a little bit more context than that. But yes, so let's say for intense purposes of going live on a daily basis, January 2025. Do you do one-on-ones? I do one-on-ones. I offer that as an option too. Thank you so much. You said, wow. All right. Yeah, so Pookie, I do. If you want to message me, you can use Service Plus is that yellow box in the corner. Let me see if it'll let me pin my Service Plus. Okay, yeah. You can click view here and message me, I'm sorry, on Service Plus. And so that's the way to message me. So again, board, multi-guest panel board. You can make this any image you want. Quick point. Do not put social media names, including TikTok, on your boards. Do not put your website on your board. Do not put pricing on your board. And do not put any identifying information on your board. Phone number, email, this type of stuff. Don't put that on your board. That's a no-no. So again, like here I said, share your live topic. Depends on what your board, your multi-guest panel is about. You can use a board to kind of set that up for you. All right. Change the image out, but just make sure your image does not have those 4 things I just talked about. Okay. Because you don't want to get suppressed. You don't want TikTok to stop you from having traffic you won't get recommended from the recommended on the For You feed, or you could get a restriction as well. And so just keep that in mind. What things should we not have? Don't put social media. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, Jenny watching for 300 minutes. Congratulations, friend. Fifi, you want to make sure, again, you don't have identifying information, phone number, emails. You don't have TikTok or any social media names, Etsy, YouTube, FB, IG. You don't have a website. You're redirecting people. TikTok does not like that. And you don't have pricing. Okay. So those are the things you do not want to have on your boards. You go around here and you see it all the time on people's boards. And I'm pretty sure they're getting restrictions for doing that. Okay. Did you say Stan? What did I say about Stan? I do offer, my Stan is my webpage, but what did you mean, friend? Did I say Stan? I don't think I used the word Stan. But don't put a website, including Stan. Don't put that on your board. Yes, so many violations. Yes. Yeah, you got to be careful. I've noticed that TikTok gives out violations. Yes, they do. The one-on-one, you have to go to my stand to get to it. Yes. Yeah, that's where you would go, friend. How do you know if you get restrictions? You would know because TikTok will give you a message in the middle of the screen. It's pretty obvious. I'm going to come down off this. It is pretty obvious that It's in the middle of your screen. So in the middle of your screen, TikTok will let you know that you have violated the community guidelines. Hold on one second. Let's see. That you have violated the community guidelines, and it will say a message there. I tell people to appeal it. It usually tells you to appeal. Click the appeal button. All right. So you want to make sure you appeal it. All right. So you know clearly if there's any messages in the chat that says, hey, you've done something wrong, you violated the community, that is fake. TikTok does not message you in your chat about any restrictions or violations. That does not happen. Press the words and you can mute to remove the words. You can block to remove the prankster, the scammer. So you can block them, and then you also can report them too if you choose to. But with that being said, TikTok gives you a clear black and white message in the middle of your screen. So you know it is, in fact, TikTok. Where can I find the guidelines? When you TikTok has a couple different way. Community guidelines are on your profile. Click TikTok Studio. At the top is post. Scroll all the way down to Creator Academy. Under there is community guidelines. If you go to live, you can scroll all the way down. Is Live Academy. There's training for the live stream there. All right. So those are the two places. But the community guidelines is what you want if you're asking about violations and stuff. All right. Next, so multi-panel board. I'm going to show you guys this, and you guys, I'm going to do an abbreviated version because I want to switch to superfan only. But this is a board. As a board, you can change it out. Okay, there's a couple different ways you can do it. So this is also a board. I added the background. This is a photo from my camera roll. You guys can see this is my sticker. I'm gonna move that down here just for the second. But this is a board, and so this is a way you can get a board plus your background in a very as a way to showcase whatever background you want, and you can still have your words to your board here. All right. And so this is another way to do it. TikTok offers you to add under the newer boards, you can add a background image as well. All right. And this is our song getting pushed out. I feel lives are suppressed. It depends on what you're doing, friend. Yeah, you want to make sure you're warming up your room and getting people to come in and engage. Make sure you're not confusing multiple topics. So be mindful of what you're talking about in your live stream. So let me go back to this real quick though. Still learning how to regulate live and buttons. Okay. So yeah, it takes a little practice. And so thank you so much, Viv. I appreciate your friend. So when it comes to boards, when you click the settings or the board or even Service Plus, that's where boards are. One of those three places. You can change the font. You can have a couple different words. You can add an image as a background like I did here. You can actually change it to a couple different images. This is a full image. You can also make it a partial image. So this is another board where you can see the image up top, but then my board is here. And then you can add another message if you want to. I said, ask me about my board. This particular message, I can't move. These two lines, I can move. Okay. So I could move those. Okay. So, but that bottom one kind of sticks there. This is my sticker. Okay. I'm just going to set that there for now. Thank you very much, Carolyn. Thank you so much, friend. And so again, I have an image up there that obviously it looks kind of weird with my normal background, but I could put an image there. Again, if you create an image, make sure, what did I say? No website, no pricing, no TikTok or any other social media platform names, as well as no personal identifying information, name, email, phone number type stuff. You're controlling them from your computer. This is my phone. I'm on my phone this whole time. There's a wand. I click that. There's a boards icon. I click the boards, and then I have multiple boards already created. You got to create the boards before you come live. You create them under the settings screen before that countdown of 3, 2, 1, before you actually click to go live. That's where it's at. So you're going to go there to create it. But yeah, you can change out your boards once you're in your live as much as you want to. So I can change it to other boards. This is just a different color and topic. Got my little message here. Got the little image at the top. And then if I want to change it to other ones too, I have different ones in here already created. This is a other engagement board on the side here, and the words here. So you can change out the font. You can change out the words. Look at you, level 12. Thank you so much for Carolyn. Appreciate you, Fran. I'm trying to do the sound effects. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate all the support. And so you can change your boards out. I would say create different boards. If you know your topics span a couple different things, you can change it out. If you know, yeah, sorry about that. If you know it's going to span a couple different topics and stuff, you can change it out. All right. And so just be intentional about setting up your boards before you go live. When it comes to, does it change the background too? It depends on what you were trying to do. It didn't change the background at all. For these particular boards, like my signature board, my background is this one here I've been using mainly. My background is still my colored lamp here that I'm using, my lighting. So I haven't changed anything there. But then I did have that board that did have a background to it. This one here. So now the background's different because I created the board with this photo in the background. Okay. So you could create a board that has the photo of whatever you want to share. Or, for me, it's like, oh, this is my little photo from Table Mountain in South Africa. So it's up to you in terms of what you want. But like I said, just make sure you don't create an image with the things that violate TikTok's rules. Okay. No social media, no website, no pricing, and no personal information. You're welcome. Thank you for your support and encouragement and helping us understand TikTok. You're so sweet. I appreciate that, Fran. When I try to create a board, it gives me a message about giving a discourse. What does that mean, Viv? A discourse. Content disclosure. I'm sorry, disclosure. Content disclosure. I'm not sure. It gives you a disclosure message. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for the spring sprout, friend. The disclosure message. And what is the disclosure message? Is it saying something about AI? The AI is fine. Is it saying something about no social media, no website, no personal identifying information, no pricing? That disclosure means, if it's that disclosure, that means it didn't like what's on your board. So something on your board, it triggered it. Now the AI message is just saying, hey, you're using AI. It asks if you're representing a brand. A disclosure message about branding? I'm not sure. Are you on the board area? No, that's why I'm confused. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe you need to turn on your content disclosure, maybe, but I never get that message. So I'm not sure. I've never seen that message. But yeah, so just know your boards can be changed. You can create multiple boards in there. All right. Thank you so much, Spirit of Success. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing out the live right before you go live. Yeah, so you're gonna create your boards before you go live. Yep. It asks if you are representing brand. Yeah. So I'm not sure. Yes, it does ask if you're promoting a brand, yours or another, for your board. That may be. I don't know if that's a new one. I haven't seen that one. I'm going to play with this today. Okay, you're going to play with it today? Yeah, I said replay. Yeah, so play around with it. Yeah, I haven't seen the message where it says, "Are your brand?" Now, like I said, if it's saying that, just say your own brand. Just put your own brand. Back in the day, yes, I've seen that. Not for the board. Oh, it's not for the board? Oh, okay. Content disclosure means that you are turning on you should turn on content disclosure if you are promoting a product in particular, like it's your product, or even your services. You want to turn it on because you're promoting your brand. If you are talking about something that's a little bit more triggering, trauma inducing, obviously mature in nature, turn it on. Turn on your content disclosure. So again, as you're going to be talking about maybe your health situation, anything like that, turn it on just so you can talk a little bit more specific about your brand. All right. So you want to be intentional that way. Trish, content creator, welcome to the room. Thank you so much, Viv. Thank you for the roses. Can we create these features from both desktop and mobile apps? Caroline, the laptop desktop version is different. Your board is different. I think under there, I think it is actually called Banner. I think that's where on the laptop it's called Banner, but you do it differently. It is a different feature, and so the laptop is different in terms of its setup and what you do over there. I'm not as familiar with the laptop because I don't use it. I tell people if you're going to use the laptop, make sure your laptop doesn't have any browsers open, any other apps running behind the scenes. It will slow your computer down. It will slow your laptop down as you're streaming, and TikTok will end your live. It will end it because it doesn't have enough bandwidth, enough RAM to run correctly. All right, to operate correctly. That happened to me a few times, and I'm notorious for keeping apps open and having multiple windows open and all the things. So just know you actually have to make sure you're running only your TikTok live stream, as well as you have to make sure you update frequently. And there's a little bit of a learning curve because, like I said, things are not in the same places on the laptop that it is here on the mobile device. So just know it's just different. And so I would say if you are interested and that's the way you want to stream, just be prepared to get used to it. All right. I had some sound, some audio issues. There was a lot of little glitchy things that were happening over there. And it's just a newer environment for me. Some of the creators in the agency, they use it, and so they've gotten adjusted to it. But for me, I'm used to the mobile, so I'm not going to really engage too much time on the laptop. Can you pin that again? My Service Plus, I sure will. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the ice cream. Appreciate you. Look at you reaching level 10. Congratulations, friend. Congratulations. Thank you for that. You are leveling up in the house. Thank you all for being here. I am about to transition to our service, our super fan live, super fans only. I'm going to pin my Service Plus. If you guys do want to meet with me, you can message me. You also can click this yellow arrow in the corner. That's Service Plus. That's to do one-on-ones. If you want to join the agency, you have to be a live host. That means that you are already gotten live access because TikTok won't let you come into the agency unless you have been going live. I tell people to do those first 3 lives and then come up with a plan that you are going to go live frequently, maybe up to 4 times a week. If you really want visibility, level 13 in the room. If you really want visibility, I would suggest that you get in the habit of trying to go live daily. All right. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate it. Or come up with a schedule that you can be more present and visible. That's going to help with building community. That's going to help with TikTok getting to know your live topic and what you're talking about, and then be able to push you out. All right. So be intentional about how you want to start your live stream and engaging as well. All right. In the meantime, just practice going live. Just keep going live and getting things going. Look at you, level 13 cake. And so let me know if there's final questions. I am going to switch over to our super fan only live. If you are a super fan, that's where you could buy the subscription. It's a subscription plan. TikTok makes it so that it is the same price across the board for everybody. Thank you very much for Caroline. Appreciate you. You just took over that number 1 spot. I see you, friend. I see you. Is varying topics okay? You can. You just got to be careful about who you're talking to. I mean, you can have multiple topics to cover the live stream, and just, for here, I talked about boards. I talk about TikTok shop. I talk about going live, setup and stuff. And so my main niche and topic is live streaming on TikTok. I talk about the agency. I talk about other things you can do, but it all boils down to TikTok live for the majority of my topics. How long do you need to stay on live? You want to get in the habit of getting to at least an hour for it to be a valid go live day. You want to try to, even after you get to an hour, you want to get to 90 minutes, 2 hours. That's ideal, where you really can get that visibility. TikTok sees you as a show. All right. In the meantime, though, for scale live rewards, that's the monetization purposes. TikTok says you start to get the maximum payout, which is 38%. Remember, I told you the most you can make is 40%. So 38% is part of your live duration. So if you go 25 minutes or more, you earn that 38%, depending on what gifting happened in your live stream. If you to get that other 2% is based on how many new followers you get. So if you get 5 or more new followers, they'll give you an additional 2%. So the 38 plus the 2 is the 40%. So yeah, thank you all. Hey, Cam, thank you so much. And so yes, she did that. He's so funny. I mean, on different streams. Janae, what, say that again? What do you mean on different streams? Let me know what that question pertained to. I missed something. It varied topics. Okay. On different streams. Like you're saying, Monday, if you did a topic, Tuesday, you did a different topic, Wednesday, you did a different topic. Yeah, that's fine. Again, if it's in the same niche, you can definitely get your audience used to your lineup and how you operate. Again, you want to have an umbrella that you are discussing. My crocheters, you might do a live where one day you're crocheting this particular outfit. Another live, you might say, "Hey, you know what? We're not gonna do that outfit every Monday, but on Tuesday we're gonna talk about this stitch, and I want to talk to my intermediate people. On Wednesday is beginner only tutorial, and maybe I pick up that outfit again, but it's now a beginner live. So you could decide how you want to do that. I did 90 minutes today. Did you, Soda? Awesome sauce. Look at you, Fran. Congratulations on that. Congratulations. I see you, Fran. Yeah, that's so the people in the agency, I try to get them to go longer. I want visibility. I want them to get pushed out a little bit more. So we're trying to do 90 minutes to 2 hours. We're being very intentional about how we're showing up. Can you ask followers to follow you when they come in the room? Or is that violation? You can ask people to engage with the live host. You got to be careful about it though. You can't say if you don't do it, you got to get out my room. That you don't want to do. You don't want to do that because it's rude. But second of all, it can't be a quid pro quo type thing. Like you do this, I do that. So you got to be careful about how you do things and how you say it. But you can say, hey guys, if you don't mind supporting my live goal, look at you leveling up. Look at you, Cynthia. I see you, friend. Level 16. Congratulations on that. You can say, I have my daily heart me. If you want to become a member of my fan club, you can support by clicking the daily heart me up there. That is how you become a fan club member. And then you can say, you can also click my photo, mini profile pops up, and you can follow the live host. Yeah, so you can definitely say that. Janae, you say yes, different topics. So pick a niche, or is varying themes also okay? Janae, let me I'm gonna talk about this really quickly because I think this is probably something you want to consider. All right. Thank you all for coming in. I see you all. Appreciate you all. I had so much fun with Soda in her room yesterday with her AI mashup of music. Her music is good, y'all. It's really good. Her songs are good too. I love it. Yeah, she has a song for nervous folks, afraid folks trying to understand TikTok. So it's a cute song. I told her it seems like High School Musical or Camp Rock, any of those Disney musical theater type lives. Her music that she's producing. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so Janae, really quickly, here's what I want you to think about. Hello, friend. I want you to think about this. When you go live, your live is not for everybody. So think about a topic. When you create a topic or a niche, think about who would come to that live. All right. So I tell people, and I teach this because I think people often will say, oh, any and everybody can come to my live. All right. Thank you so much. And I think that any and everybody is welcome to my live. However, my live is really for people who want to learn how to go live. That's first and foremost, who are ideally beginners. You're trying to figure this thing out. You want to hear some TikTok tips about the live streaming process, maybe TikTok in general, understanding the app and how things go. I do give some intermediate tips as well as some advanced tips. Don't get me wrong. I am for those people who've been here and around the block for a little bit. But for the most part, people who are coming in here are new live hosts. or aspiring live hosts. Okay, so keep a person in mind of who you're talking to. That's digital marketing 101 basically, because as you are engaging in any type of digital marketing, anything digitally, you're looking at, okay, who is my audience? Who am I trying to connect with? And I use the analogy all the time. If you are a fast food restaurant and you're doing commercials and you're talking about your juicy hamburger and this is the best hamburger in the world and everybody wants it and it's on sale, all this stuff, your ad, your commercial is not for somebody who's a vegan or a vegetarian. That's not who you're talking to, because they don't eat meat. So you can't be talking about a burger for people who don't eat meat. And so recognize, yeah, maybe you might want to go to that restaurant, but that restaurant isn't for everybody. They may have a few things on the menu, but at the end of the day, their marketing is for a specific audience. And so think about what you're saying and how and who you're talking to. So you almost have to have your audience in mind. Okay. And so when you come up with topics, your topics is targeting a specific audience. And so again, when I was saying, oh, crocheters, people who don't do crocheting ain't coming to your live. Not necessarily, unless they have like, oh, I want to come to the live. Oh, she's talking to beginner crocheters. I've always wanted to learn this. Maybe that person will come through, but that's not everybody. Okay. And so you want to be intentional about who you're talking to, so that way you can reach your target audience. And that's important in the beginning of your live stream, where you're talking and sharing tips and strategies, and you're being intentional about the words you're saying, because the algorithm is picking up what you're talking about too. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Would it be taboo to say my live is for women? Would that be a violation? No. No, people say it all the time. You know, you gotta you gotta be careful a little bit, just a little bit. Got it. Okay. Only reason why I laughed a little bit, because when you start saying that, you might get the men to come to a room. They say, hey, I'm gonna come to a room where all the women at. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful. But I would just say be mindful how you say the words, because the algorithm's listening and the men might be searching for women and they may come to your live. so so be careful about what you're saying. You could say words like, hey, if you want to learn photography, you said the date now. So no. If you want to learn photography, if you're a beginner, you're trying to understand how to be a great photographer, I teach you. I know as a woman, I am trying to figure this thing out, and I started my photography journey, and so you could say things that maybe will be relatable for your audience. But the other thing I will say is that you want to search the terms. So if that's the search term that's out there, photography for women or something like that, that's fine. But search the terms that people are looking for when it comes to your topic. So just go on the home screen and go to the search bar and start looking up terms. Maybe even ask ChatGPT or other apps to see what terms are popular for hashtags or for search terms. All right. And that can help. Okay. So just keep that in mind. All right. So let me know if there's any questions. Thanks. You're welcome. And so those search terms might be the words you're using instead of, wanting to specify, be specific, or specify a specific gender. Okay. Or audience that you're looking for. All right, friends. I have to switch over to my sub only live. I want to make sure I get that in. If you are, thank you so much, friend, for the title Gifter of Roses. I see you, friend. Appreciate you. If you want to become a super fan, I'm going to talk about TikTok Live. It's an Ask Me Anything Live. So we usually spend a little time going a little deeper, depending on what your questions are. I usually talk about something to do with monetization. Typically, I spend a little time on super fans, because I know some people are really trying to think about their super fan offering, how to elevate that, how to talk through that with your community. And so that's a good thing you want to at least offer. People ask me all the time about different ways to monetize. That is part of your overall ways that you can do it, other opportunities that you can have as a live host. All right. So think about that as well. All right, my dear friends, make sure you claim your points. If you are here, claim your points. We're going to go to Superfan only. What I do as a live host, I can click here. And let's do this real quick. Let me see how many super fans are in the room. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to turn on my super fan only chat. If you are a super fan, say super or drop a heart or say hi. Drop something in the chat. Let me know who is here that's a super fan. And we're going to switch to super fan only live. I was trying to do this a little earlier. You said super. Hey, PMP. Super. Thank you so much, friend. Are you the only one? You might be the only one. Lord, Lord, Lord. Hi, hey, B. Let me know who else is here. Appreciate you all. Appreciate this. Let's see. Um, who else is here that's a super fan? Anybody else? Maybe we only have the two. That's fine. We can do a small group. That's the only thing about super fans. When you have super fans in the room, we're never going to find the right time for everybody. And so I had some super fans earlier, but that's totally fine. You never get everybody in the room at the same time, but we are going to do super fan only. Thank you all for being here. If you want to claim your points, if you haven't done that already, you said, I'm here, Lunacy. I appreciate your friend. If you haven't done it already, go ahead and claim your points. We are going to do super fan only live. I'm going to share it out. Let me share it out to my community and let them know super fan only live. Yeah, we have to ourselves. Yes, you have me to yourselves. That's true. I'm happy to support. Let's see. Let me share this out so people know we're going to do super fan only live. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. All right, friends. Thank you all for supporting the live stream. What will happen once I change it to Superfan only live? You'll have 60 seconds to see the live, and then TikTok will put a screen up that says only people who have Superfan can see the rest of the live. And so I just officially switched it to Superfan only live. And so I will. I'm putting up a message so I can let people know we are super fan only live now. Yep. I made it in time. Look at you. Hey, friends. Thank you so much. Oh, you became a be elevated. Welcome to the room, friend. Let me cheer for you. Welcome as a super fan. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. Let me know if there's any questions. Um, and we're going to put up the multi guest panel. I usually set that up for you guys to pop in if you want to chat a little bit. We put a couple boxes up. You guys are welcome to come up and ask questions. The multi panel box says good morning, but we know it's not morning. I don't know why it says that. I need to fix that. Welcome to the room, everybody. I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll add another one. We will say, create it. We'll say super fan only live. Now, I don't know if people will be able to see that, but that's there. Give me 1 second. We'll put that there. Okay, there we go. Appreciate you all. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You're welcome to pop up. PMP, I'm letting you up, friend. So PMP, let's see if your camera's still working. Your camera working yet or no?
Alexa, stop. I'm sorry, I had some soothing music in the background. No, well, before I got on here, I was at 49 because I can't go live until I have 50. And it's so interesting because I haven't posted yet my mom's birthday. is tomorrow, so I'm planning on doing my content and all that and getting started live next week. So that's why you can't see my video because I wasn't at 50 people in order for me to even go live.
Okay.
But before I came on here, I was at 49. So I'll probably be at 50 when I get off here. So I should be straight for next week.
Awesome. Awesome. And just post something really, really simple. Maybe do a text post, or if you want to post a photo and have a caption for it, that's another way to do it. So yeah, let the music automatically select the music for you and post that way. I can
Oh,
follow
okay.
from backup. Oh, Luda gonna get you your 50. She said I can follow from your backup.
Oh, thanks, Luda.
Let's
Thank you
see.
so much. Yeah, I'm gonna dive right in on Monday. But I do have a question
Oh,
about.
my thing says you're 51.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, I'm excited. Yes, I made it. So, good. So that's perfect timing for my question.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm ready to ask something, and I'm not even at 50. But when I go live next week, I'm trying to get into the agency. So
Okay.
I have to go live 3 or 4 times, and for how long for me to be able to join the agency?
Okay. 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 So here's what I would tell you. Um, so TikTok's rule obviously is that you have to go live. You have to be a live host, period, or have live access. So you want to get approved, go live. TikTok's rule is also for you to have full live features. You got to go live at least 3 separate days for a total of 30 minutes. It'll actually say it on the screen where there's live analytics. You can't, obviously you wouldn't see this until you go live, but if you'll see a little house in the corner, you can click that and it shows you your real-time analytics. It actually will show you that you've done one live out of three, and it will track the time that you've done for that live. Now, my agency page that I always pin, I just started going live over there last week. That was the first time I had gone live on that account, and it actually shared that in the live stream, and I had done 35 minutes for that very first live. So it said I had satisfied the 30-minute requirement, but I had not satisfied the 3 separate days. So just kind of keep that in mind. You can go 30 minutes the first time, but you still got to do those 3 separate days, 24 hours between each day. And so that'll allow you to pin comments. People were asking me about how to pin comments recently. You touch the words, you can pin comments that way. So pinning comments you don't get on the first live. I don't believe you get your heart me option either. If I recall correctly, you don't see where someone can heart but join your fan club. And if you can't join the fan club, you don't have super fan yet. So again, that's part of what you'll gain as you go live more. Okay.
Okay. So
So
what are your requirements?
my requirements is that you got to have full live access. So that's why I say do those first three lives. And then I actually have not said how many hours and days that I require fully. So I just say make sure you do those first three lives. So in my system, I can actually tell if you had gone live at least 3 days and how many hours you've gone live. So I can see that as part of my analytics. So I just say, make sure you have those first three lives covered. And then the other thing I tell people is that, come up with a plan. So I typically message people and ask them like, what's your plan to go live? How many days, what are you looking to do? Just so I can gauge, because if you're still nervous and afraid and not ready to go live, then you're not ready for an agency yet, because TikTok is really wanting us to kind of help people be consistent and continue to go live. And you know, um, the whole nervous, afraid thing does stop people from actually making a go at this. And so I
That's
want to,
true.
yeah, so I
Oh,
want to make
I'm
sure you're
sorry. Go.
consistent. No, I just want to make sure people at least are thinking about
That's not
the consistency piece.
okay. That's not my problem. I'm live on IG every morning at 7 a.m.
All right.
every single morning. So I think I'm just a little intimidated because it's a new platform.
Okay.
And like I always say, I always laugh. Dr. Lisa say, just press all the buttons.
Press all the
So
buttons.
I'm coming in here and I'm just gonna figure out what I need to do by pressing all the buttons.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
thank you. I'm going live 3 times next week because I need to get into the agency. I'm
All
gonna
right.
let somebody else talk. Thank you
No
so much.
problem. Well, Luna asked the question. She said, "Are you the same handle on IG?"
Yeah. No, 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 no. I do have this same handle on IG, but what I've been going live with for 6 years, I started a morning devotion
Okay.
during COVID,
Okay.
and I just kept it going. And that is Slay Your Day today.
Okay.
That is the one that I am on every day. However, I have been posting on PMP Study Method uh, just this year under that same handle. But the one that I go every morning is Slay Your Day today, 7 a.m. every morning at Eastern Standard Time. Not to put a plug in, but
You
just
good?
to
No,
give
no,
you,
no. This is totally fine.
okay, it's just to get people day started off on a good note. And I've just been doing it since COVID.
All right.
Thank you, Luna, for the
You?
question.
Yeah, yeah. She said she wants to support, so support wherever we can. So
Oh,
yeah,
thanks.
yeah. I love it.
And your agency people are awesome. When I say they the only reason why I'm sticking around, because I found you, and then when I started going in their room, they like, hey, welcome. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, I need to be a part of this agency. They are so supportive. You have taught them well.
Oh, no, these are just good people. These are just
Yeah,
really good people.
you could tell. You could tell they genuine people or
Yeah,
organic, I should say.
yeah, yeah. So
All
no,
right,
we.
I'm a pop off. Thank you.
You're
Not
welcome.
pop off, but I'm gonna mute
You're
my mic.
fine. You know how to get down.
Yeah,
All
let me
right.
hit the X.
All right. Awesome. You said PMP, you have been so fun being in all our rooms. She has been. She has been. So we gotta make sure we show the support and the love coming back. Anybody up? Demetria, hey friend, you said you had questions. You want to come up too? Let me know, friend. You are welcome to come up. Anybody else want to come up? We don't have to do one at a time. It's up to you all. It's totally up to you if you guys want to be up individually or as a group. If you have questions, we can all occupy the boxes. Let me know if there's questions. Demetria, let me know if you had questions too, friend. Me, I want to come up. Come on up. Sure, I got questions and need answers. Okay, come on up. Come on up in the boxes. I'm accepting all of y'all to come up. Let me see. I saw Be Elevated. I see Luna. Let me see. And Demetria. There we go. There you go. You're all up there. Luna, I don't know why they put you in the bottom box.
Oh, I think it's because I pressed the bottom box.
Okay. That's what I pressed.
I can see that.
Oh, who wants to go first?
Can you hear me?
I sure can. Yep.
Okay. Um. Okay. So I have a ton of questions, but I'm gonna start off with thank you first of all.
Oh, you're welcome.
I can't say enough how you that call to action, what y'all doing on my first day when I showed up, when you showed up in my feed, and I stayed and watched. So thank you for that, because call to action, sometimes we just overthink things and we're just trying to be, we're living still in this comfort mode of survival, and we're just so scared to just be who we are
Yeah.
in our daily lives. So I was just like, okay, well, I'm just going to do what I'm already doing, and there's that. So that was an easy part. So thank you for that.
You are
And
welcome.
thank you also for coming in and sharing the love and hyping up the room. I saw a lot of my followers followed you, so that's awesome and amazing.
It was.
So anyway, my question is, because I've asked a lot of questions and you have been so thorough. I love a thorough, strategic, infrastructure, architecture, plan of action. It just makes it so much easier and clearer. Um, but my question is, because you've answered just about everything from the boards to the diamonds. So, and thank you for, you know, letting me know that the management and the handling of the room is good. But I don't know if I'm overhyping the room as far as what I need to direct them to do. As far as, because I noticed that a lot of people are leveling up, but I noticed that they're not sending heart me's or populars. Um, and I don't want to make them feel like these are things that they have to do. So I do stop every like maybe 30 minutes. I typically do anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. Today I'm probably going to be on for about six. Um,
Okay.
so
Why so long?
because what I'm doing actual Akashic record
Okay.
oracle channeled messages, and just judging from the amount of people that chime in between 6 and 10, I'm probably going to have a long wait list of people that are going to want, because they're already asking me. And
Wow.
it's not something that I normally would do, but since they're all asking me about the questions that I'm feeding them educational things about, I'm just going to honor the requests. So
Okay.
that part. So I want to better manage. I did learn and find the queue setting, how to put them in the queue.
Okay. That's good.
And so, I spend a little bit of time, listening to you and then toying around. That's why I keep showing me in and out of your room,
Okay. Okay.
because I'll be toying around trying to find where you're telling me to go.
Okay.
um, but my question is what's too much in direction according to TikTok? Because I've tried to read, what they've had to say about their terms and conditions about prompting rooms in order to do such and such. So it's not also very clear their regulations about what you can say or what you can ask for, other than you can't promote your outside business live. So I did take some time to read through that. So I just wanted you've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
I noticed that you stop and ask, but they're not clicking the populars. They're leveling up in the room, and I don't know where to tell them to go or how to go about that particular button. They're tapping really well, but the other parts they don't know to do, because I think also a lot of people are also just new.
Yeah. Yeah. You
And
know,
so I don't know what to tell them to do, because I think they said that gifting, like, we can't overly prompt them
yeah.
to do certain specific things. That's really all they said in the terms and conditions.
Exactly. Yeah. You got to be careful about, you know, making it sound like you're coercing them to do things.
Right.
Um, so when everything's said and done, I would tell you to, you know what? I got feedback coming through. Let's see. Demetria, maybe you need to mute for a second, or do you have the volume up? Let's see.
I do, but I have a mic on, so let me
Oh, okay.
take my mic off. That might help. Is that better?
Hello. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, it was the microphone. Yep, so I can hear you fine. Okay, so with that, here's what you want to do, and I mean, obviously, as you are getting into this, this is like week. Is it week 2 for you? 14 days.
Actually, yesterday, not Thursday. Wednesday was my ninth day, so this
Oh,
will be my 10th live.
oh, okay.
I went from 100 followers to, I think I'm at eight something right now. I've got
Growing.
a bunch of super fans. It
Oh
just really
wow,
popped off.
it did.
It was an alignment of divine timing for you to be like, what you getting rid, what y'all doing, when y'all doing it, and come up with a schedule. And I was like, okay, let me check my business schedule and see if I can fit something in. And
Yeah,
you said commit 4 or 5 days. I was like, okay, that's easy. I can figure that out.
exactly, exactly.
So it's just a matter of I'm trying to, I feel like I think we all have messages. I can't remember her name, but she was on a live Sunshine Report. That's all
Yeah,
I know
that's
you by.
Halaku. Halaku.
Yeah, that's all I know you by. She stopped through my room, and I checked her out yesterday. I love her energy, and she was saying that, we have something to share and give, and I just want to encourage everybody. You have something and a voice, and the younger women need the Gen Xers to share that wisdom. And
Yeah,
so she was spot on. She was like, you can't be scared now. It's not the
exactly,
time to hold back. This is the time to go forward.
exactly.
And so I feel like, I guess I don't know if I'm trying to rush popularity, but I feel like I could be getting more push because they're all sharing fairly. If I have 71 people,
Her
I might
room is
have
good, you
60.
all. Yeah,
Yeah,
she.
I might have 60, shares. I think I do good at talking to them, but I don't think they know what to do and where to go.
I'm trying
And
to
so
remember. Do you have the engagement smaller box popped up too, like tab, share, heart me? That do you have that kind of visual message
yeah,
on your screen too?
I do try to toggle back and forth from the sound effects to what my dashboard is, so I can see what's going on.
But no, you know how you have a board. I remember seeing your board with your message. I
Yes.
can't remember if I saw the smaller board, that call to action type board.
I just created that last night.
Okay. Okay. So that may help a little bit. And you can point that out and you can say, hey guys, you can point to the board and say, okay, these are the things that we have to do for TikTok. We want to make sure we're supporting the live stream. If you want to become part of my fan club, because if you're saying you got super fans, then you got fan club members. So people are getting their heart me. And you can say the heart me is how you become a fan club member. We want to make sure we do that engagement too. And that way, quick point to that too. You can create a group chat. I don't know if you've done that yet.
No.
Okay. So you can create a group chat for your super fans. You can create another group chat for maybe people who are leveled. I think it allows you as little as level 10. So as people are engaging in your live stream, you might say, I have a group chat specifically here on TikTok for people who are fan club members at level 10 and above. So I want you guys, if you guys don't mind supporting the fan club, that's another way to get additional information from me, because we have a chat there where I can engage and talk with you through the group chat. So that could be something you can create. You can talk about just being a fan club member so you can get to know them, because I told you, I was saying earlier, the fan club, there's the AI messages where it kind of tracks for you who's been coming in your room, what level of engagement they are. You can see stats in terms of how long they've been your fan club member, as well as they level up similar to the blue box is level 1 to 50. So they're growing in your community. And so that could be another way for them to have this connection to you. So you can talk about the fan club as a space of growing and being a part of what you offer in your room, and you want to get to know them. So that's your community too.
Okay.
Hey, Bloom.
Thank you. I don't want to dominate so anybody else, because I got 100 questions. So I'm gonna let somebody else go.
Let's do this. I mean, if you wanna shoot off another question real quick. So think about your messaging for fan club. There's a couple different ways you can do it. I just don't want you to feel so burdened, because I want to make sure you are delivering your message. And then you can do a sticker. I have this sticker showing up right now, but there's the fan club sticker. I'll show you that real quick. It's going to take off my sticker here, but TikTok does have this as another way to kind of showcase, and it says that welcome to my fan club. You can change the words off these stickers. You also can use just stickers like this. This is the one that says support my fan club. It's just a little sticker here. There's another sticker that speaks to super fan. This one here, become my super fan. And so there's these little stickers you can put on your screen as another way to just highlight your members. Your
So, are those in the dashboard?
These are in that wand. It says stickers. So these are the stickers. And when I
Okay.
yeah, there's a host of stickers in here. So you can just scroll through and see some different stickers that are there. Some of those, like I showed, were all the stickers have words on them, but even when I use this sticker here where it said the super fan, the welcome to my fan club, I can erase it and I can say super fan only live now.
Because what was crazy was I was so close to D3, so I didn't jump from D5 to almost D3, and the last I had so much engagement, but they didn't click on the right things, and I missed the diamonds just by a hair. So I'm only like a couple, like maybe 500 from leveling up from D5 to D3.
So here, let me point that out too.
These stickers, the things that they're supposed to do, they just didn't do it. And if any of those people who had bought other gifts would have just done those things, the populars and the that, I would have been at D3 already.
So this is a sticker you can add to your room too, just so that you know. So
Okay.
you can now. I don't know if I would add it early, but you could, as you're live, you could always click. You see where it says popular live now? It'll say
Yeah.
daily in a second. If you click
Yeah.
where click daily, it'll show you your league. You can click to see where you're tracking. That's probably where you saw that you were only a few diamonds short. You could pop the sticker up there. It says set a sticker at the bottom, or you can look at that and pay attention, and you can say, I know you use viewer wishes. You might say, okay guys, let's make sure, I'm going to point out some of my other ways you can engage. My viewer wishes is one. You could pin your live goal as well. So if you have a live goal sitting at up top here, let's see, where's my live goal? Like, there's a way you can pin your live goal, so you can do that, and you can just have a message. You can change the message in here, and you can pin your live goal. Hey, how you doing, Kim? Thank you very much, friend. And so that's another way to get engagement, so people can kind of start paying attention to the things that they need to do. All right. The live goal too, as well as your viewer wishes. Your viewer wishes, you have messages there for ways that they can get information from you. Um, with your live today, I'm assuming people will have to click those things to get in your queue. Is that fair, Demetria? Demetria, where you at?
Okay,
Um,
I'm here. Can you
okay.
hear me now?
Yeah. So you're
I had to recharge because it's saying you haven't done your task today. So I'm like, okay, let me get my task done while I'm talking.
you're so sweet. Thank you for the populace. So your viewer wishes can be set. And I think if I remember seeing your room, you had different things that you would do for them, like readings and some other things you would offer if they did different viewer wishes. Is that the case? Am I?
Yes.
And so because of that, you can, and that is that what, like today's event, they have to do some of those gifting to become part of your queue.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So pay attention to what gifts you have there. Pay attention to how you have that set up, so that obviously, um, people who want to engage, you want to make it, at a way and at a level that will prompt them to obviously participate in that way, but then also make sure you meet your goals for the night. And so, if this is the first time, is this your first time you're doing it this way?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, 9 days in, 10 days in, you're still kind of figuring this out.
I know it's a bold move, but they're all. I mean, I've had over 600 messages of people asking for. So I'm like, I got to give them
Wow.
what they want, or else,
Yeah.
you know, I just feel like it's just the universe and my timing
Yes.
stepping in. They needed to hear it, so I'm gonna give it to them early on so that they
Okay.
can see. I've had people already Google searching me. I'm like, wow, these people is
They
insane.
serious. They
Like, you
serious.
are who you say you are.
No, your live is good though. I was about to say, I was like, oh, wait a minute, she's been doing this before. So, it's
Yeah, I haven't
good.
been a keynote speaker for a long time. So, but they're, yeah, I'm gonna step off because I know everybody. I hope those answers helped everyone, bless everybody, because it's nuts, and not trying to be perfect. I just trying to make sure I can serve in a way that is convenient and user friendly, because it seems like even a lot of people are new. Of course, everybody that comes in my room don't have a box. They
Right.
don't have a blue box. They don't have any. They don't
So
have
you
orange, but they also don't have blue.
right.
So
So you
I'm
paying
trying to
attention
explain
to
to
that.
them,
Yeah.
how to accrue that and why it's beneficial to them, not just me, so that it's there's reciprocity there,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
um,
So,
so
so as you pay attention to these things, just take note of it. And so tonight's event, pay attention to what worked, what didn't work. A lot of this is kind of trial and error, especially in the beginning. You're trying to figure out, what can I say, what can I do, what can I get people to kind of understand and respond to. So some of that stuff, you're testing the waters. So, and again, you'll see what works as your room grows, and as you build your super fans as well as your fan club members. People will come in and support too. So this sticker here, the B4 sticker, might be a little ambitious at first. Um, but you could kind of nudge in other ways. Like I said, pin your live goal, your viewer wishes, and using the queue is going to help with making sure you're probably able to meet your room goals and some other goals that you set for yourself. Thank you so much, Luna. Appreciate you. But again, you may not need to do this quite yet. And your goal right now is just to get people to, fully engage, keep the room moving, people coming in and supporting. And obviously tonight's setup, you may get more participation and engagement. So just kind of see how tonight goes for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right, friend.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Others in the room, let me know if there's questions. Be elevated. Did you want to go next, friend?
Hello.
Hello.
I am new here, but I have been watching you for the last couple of days, and it really gave me the motivation to do this. Something my daughter and my wife have been telling me for the longest. Just do it. You got it. You can do this. But I think being in front of the camera um, is a fear. It's a stumbling block for a lot of people, even though we do it at work, we get on teams, we do those things. But I think when you're being vulnerable, when you're talking about personal things, or when you're just having that one-on-one conversation with a group, it can be scary.
Yeah.
But just listening to you and how you can tackle that has helped me to see I can do this.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, did you hear my live? Have you heard me talk about the private live?
No, I have not.
Okay. So test that out. That might be a good way to do it. Private lives are lives. You are on the live stream. You just are not visible and pushed out to the For You feed. And so you could make a live. You can change the settings. Right now, the settings default to everyone can see your live. You can change it to only specific people. So maybe it's your daughter, your partner, anybody else that you want, or nobody. Technically, well, I think you have to put somebody. I think you have to do a specific person. So you can change it to a specific person. I use my backup page as my specific person that I want to see my live. And so literally that's what will happen. Only the accounts you assign or give access to will see that live. That may, I'm sorry.
Like a focus group.
Yeah, exactly. If you even want to invite them, you don't even have to invite them. It's just a matter of in the system adding them so that again it's something there. Um, and so what happens is you go live, you can play around with features. You won't see people get coming up in your live stream unless it's the people you invited. It does show people you can co-host with potentially if you want to click the co-host option. But again, it's just a way to kind of set up your camera, get used to talking, maybe look at some of the features there. Um, read some of the other question marks and other things that's on the screen and just kind of get familiar with the live stream. I think that's a good way to just kind of ease your mind about what it looks like. At the end of the day, you are looking at yourself the whole time. You're talking, you're engaging. And so for me, I've gotten to the point where, I am not nervous about it at all. You never know who's going to show up in the room or what kind of questions you get. But at the end of the day, I've been doing this so long that I feel like any questions that come in, I can answer. It's not a concern in that way. But that takes time. That confidence is built with each day you do it and stuff. And so just recognize that once you start practicing and getting used to seeing yourself on the screen, and depending on your topic, I mean, it doesn't have to be super personal. I would say it's up to you in terms of what direction you want to take your live stream and who you're trying to connect with and talk to. But ultimately, it doesn't have to be a really deep conversation. It could be your passion, it could be your interests, hobbies that you have that you want to bring to the live, or if you want to talk to people who have been dealing with some similar challenges that you've had, then again, you can make a space for that.
Okay. Now you mentioned something about a backup page. How do you create a backup page?
It's just a second account, just another account.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was like similar to Facebook where you have to have a main account and then, they're going on
No,
with
it's just
Facebook.
another account that you're creating.
Okay.
TikTok doesn't actually like the word backup, but essentially what you're doing is creating another account. And so you have just more than one account. I think having two accounts is helpful. Again, I use my agency page to be in my live. Obviously, I pin it, I talk about the agency, but it is an account in my live stream. It's helpful to tap my screen, but also I can see what you guys see. And so I'll look down on my phone and see if there's people, when people share your live out, it takes over the screen. So sometimes if a comment came in between that, I don't see it. So when I look at my backup page, I see comments, I don't see shares.
Okay, makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
And then one more question. Do you do your lives mainly on your cell phone, or do you have this kind of like on a laptop and you have separate screens where you can kind of control what's popping up and have to see everything at one time?
Yeah, I'm on my phone the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm on my phone the entire time. And for that reason, my backup is helpful because I can see again what other people see and see,
Mm-hmm.
if there's any comments that I need to address. Um, because I'm an agency, I mean, the agency owner, I actually do look at the screen to see what my live is showing on the agency
Mm-hmm.
page. And I see the other lives that are there too. And
Mm-hmm.
so that is always kind of running next to me. You'll see me sometimes look over to the side if I see
Mm-hmm.
something.
I saw that.
Yeah. So I'll do that on
Okay.
occasion. But yeah, that's what's happening too, because I'm seeing something over here. I'm like, oh, what just happened? So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. You're welcome. All right, friends. I'm just going down the line. Soda. Soda, did you have a question?
Yeah, I was wondering if you had any tips about how to have a more structured life so you're not all over the place. Like, because I tried the thing, like you suggested, ChatGPT making kind of an outline for you. And I tried that. And I'm like, all right, make it for like 16 minutes or whatever. But then I end up going, like, if nobody's there, I end up going through the whole thing in like 5 minutes. And then I'm just like, end up, all over the place doing different things. And I didn't know if you had any tips on how we can be more like structured and organized with. That's what
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about, Dr. Lisa.
So
And use my example that might help Soda.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, because I was actually about to go there. But yeah, go ahead. That's
Okay,
perfect. Thank you
Soda. So
all.
I was jumping on to share a win. So Dr. Lisa and I met last week to talk about my analytics, and I was saying how, it's so hard for me to go live for longer than an hour because I'm not the type of person that likes to sit down for long periods of time. So she said something that like just kind of like was just a wake up for me, or like a aha moment. She said to think about it like a television show, how you have segments. Like the Today Show has, as soon as you wake up, or as soon as they go on, it's the breaking news. Then they go over to the weather. Then they go over to like a cooking segment. So I was like, oh, so what I did this morning for the first time was I put like on the little subboard, I put from 6:30 to 7 is coffee talk. Then from 7 to 7:30 we do like fashion trends, like what's happening in fashion. And then the last half hour we do the affirmations. So that had helped me. It has helped me so much. Like today's live flew by for me
Did it?
because I knew that I can keep an eye on the clock, and you can be flexible. Like the fashion trends section lasted like another 10 minutes. So it wasn't half an hour, it was 40 minutes long because people were engaging and asking questions, and I was asking them questions. And so that's what I wanted to share, was like I felt like that was a win. And it was so helpful to think of it like that in segments, and then to have it on the board right there on the screen, so that if people are popping in, they're like, oh, okay, 6:30 to 7 is coffee talk. I don't want to hear that. Maybe from 7 to 7:30, I want to hear the tips. And then, oh, I like the affirmations. So like they know what I'm talking about every day in the room.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it looked good too on your board. So it did help to even see that visual as a viewer. So I would thought that was really good that you did it that way. I came in towards the affirmations. I was on the tail end of it. But it was good to see that flow. And to your point, people coming in, they're able to kind of understand what's happening at the moment as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Is that helpful, Soda? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I love that. Like, I literally grew up on the set of those shows. So,
Me too.
like, this is giving me a lot of ideas of how I can another layer some of that. Soda that we did not know. She grew up on those sets. What? My dad is a TV producer, so
You said the set. I thought you said you grew up on the like watching.
I did hang out with like Jay Leno and all those people as a kid. Like, so I would see like the behind how they would set everything up, and I'd talk with them and like all this stuff. So it's like I love that analogy because now I can have visual of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize you were saying you physically were there. Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, I was there with the camera people and all the writers and
Nice.
people and everything. So yeah, I love that idea. So.
Yeah, honestly, it's one of those things where so TikTok has talked about this where they want the live streams to be more engaging and more it is kind of the concept of a television show when you think about how people are coming here feeling like they're watching a show or they're watching their favorite entertainer. This whole fan club concept of people coming here and they're fanning out about what's happening in these lives, and so they're really looking for more interesting and engaging live streams. And you have to kind of think about, okay, how do you do this where you're keeping people engaged for 90 minutes, 2 hours, and what does that look like, and how do you elevate your live? And so if you can be intentional, you guys know I say the word intentional about your setup, your hook on screen, the boards, that whole concept, understanding who your audience is and being able to talk to them, and then have these things that they're interested in, things that they're going to love about how your show is your live stream is set up in the flow of it. So if you can do that on the front end and just kind of manage people's expectations, even if the board is one way to do it, or maybe some other visual ways you can say, okay, now we're switching over to this segment. We're talking about this now. Oh, and then people come and they're excited and energized about how your flow is. That's going to be, that'll hopefully get more interest, drive more interest, but keep the people in the room. Hey, Miss Janet. Others coming in the room. Appreciate you being here. So yeah, try that. Play around with it. The chat GPT piece of it could help. Luna, did you use chat for your flow? How did you do it?
No, I just came up with it myself.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I love it.
I thought about, what are the things that I usually talk about? And then that's how I came up with the segment. So, like, a big difference was the warming up of the room. I usually would do that for 10 minutes. I really extended it. And I actually will sometimes include a get ready with me since beauty and fashion is my niche. And I've been pushing a lot of those Beekman 1802 products. So I will start, with like a fresh face, no makeup, and like my makeup routine is not super long. It's really simple. So I'll just do the lotion, then I'll do my foundation, little eyeliner, and toner mist, and we're done.
Oh,
and then I move on. Yep. And then I move on to let's go make coffee. And I actually brew, a pot of coffee, and I'm in my kitchen. So that helps with, like, again, Doc, I just can't sit for an hour and a half.
Right.
So I'm standing up, doing my makeup. I'm standing up, brewing the coffee. So that, like, first 15 minutes, I'm standing up. So I go sit down. We talked about and I could change it up. So like right now, today was the fashion tips. So I'm sitting at, my dining room table going over that. But Dr. Lisa and I brainstormed possibly doing, like, I invested in a mannequin, like a dress form. So I can, like, maybe do like, okay, today we're going to go through 3 different ways to style this one shirt or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. So that's like another opportunity for me to stand up, move around, and then the last segment, I just always love to do the affirmations. And so then I turn on the shopping cart, and all of a sudden, like, a bunch of new people come in the room, and but then I did try. Dr. Lisa had recommended maybe starting off with the shopping cart on. Then when we switch over, going to Service Plus, when I'm talking fashion trends, because Service Plus is where,
your products
my styling bundles, my lookbooks and stuff, and then going back to the shopping cart at the end. So I really like that because that brings in new people in the beginning.
Yeah.
Then they fall off. I do Service Plus, and then we end with the shopping cart.
Did you do that today? Or was that yesterday?
Yeah. Actually, I can't remember. Was it? It was today. It was today where I had like a lot of people in the room at one time.
Mhm.
Yes. And it was let's see. Yes, Luna, I wanted to know that tinted moisturizer. Oh yeah. I haven't tried it yet. I'm gonna do a video on it, PMP. So I will for sure let you know. And I'll let you know when the video is up. But yeah, it was Coach Rhonda that pushed me. She was like, "Hey, turn on that shopping cart." I was like, "Oh, you're right." And then, like, there were a lot of people in the room, but they drop off. But then I was able to also. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, I was going to make a point.
Yeah.
Because when I came in, that was today, wasn't it? Today seems like such a jam-packed day.
I know.
So
it's so crazy.
So when I came in, you had already gotten your 5 new followers because I saw the analytics. Yep. Was that because I remember the day before you were like, "Hey guys, can you refresh your love, your connection?" But you didn't have to do that today. Is that because of the shopping cart?
No, I still had to have a couple of people refresh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So okay, that's good to know.
I think I got 2 genuine new followers. Then I always refresh with my backup, and then I think I did. So, but that it's okay.
It's gonna happen. You're gonna get the flow.
I really believe, Doc, that like going the hour and a half is gonna help because I've never done that. I've always been just sticking to the hour, and I even see it with like our agency friends. Like it's just those people that aren't early birds like me, so they can't make it at 7:30, but they might pop in. Or they can't make it at 6:30 to 7:30, so they'll pop in right at 7:30. Okay. So then I even get some supporters in that way, but I am getting a few new faces in there.
Okay.
But hey, listen, I used to go from like maybe 3 people regularly in my room to now 10 people regularly in my room. And
that's progress.
That's a lot. Yeah, it is. It is for me. And I think it keeps the chat going. And I always admire, I think Coach Rhonda is one of my favorites when it comes to, she's so good at asking questions in the room. And I have to learn, because I get nervous and I'm like, oh, there's not enough chatter happening. Let me keep talking. And so now I'm like being more intentional about making sure that I have questions. So like today, my question was, what's the one fashion trend that you swore you'd never go back to and it's trending again? So like it was so funny. We talked about shoulder pads, we talked about culottes, and it was just hilarious. We were having a good time talking. And then what I decided to do is make that a question on my stories to try to keep the conversation going. So I did post that question in my stories today.
I like that.
Yeah. So I'm trying all the things. Yeah.
Do you ever do text post? No.
So okay,
that was Lisa, go ahead.
Remember when we talked about this? I don't know if you remember because you talked to so many people, but I didn't have that feature, and that's when you had me
uninstall and reinstall.
Exactly, and I still don't have the feature, but you know what I think it is?
What?
It's in my stories. It's not in my live. Like, if you look at my story, I think that's what it is. Like, it's just these really fun-looking boards, right? And it's colorful with music and text. I think that it's just in a different place. Like, you know how Coach Rhonda has her boards in a different place than you do and than I do? Yeah. I think it's the same thing for me. So can you look quickly on your backup at my story? Because to me, that looks like the text feature.
Okay. Let me come to your page. Let's see. I don't know if that's going to get me what I need. Let's see. I see that where you went live.
Yeah, and so isn't that the text feature? And then you'll see the next one, it's like the last one where I asked the question.
Hold on, I went to Natty. Hold on a second. Okay. It says your get dressed to me video.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I have to wait until it gets
to. Should be, like if you.
Okay, that one here.
Yes. Okay. Exactly. So isn't that the same as
the text? It is. That's what it looks like. I mean, that's what it looks like. But I think I think.
Hi, Miss D. How are you?
Let me check my page. I think I have it in both places. I don't.
Isn't that weird? I
So
only
from
have
my
it in my
page,
story.
it shows it. Thank you so much, Demetria. Let's see. It shows it here as text. My screen is backwards. Text, photo. I have all those options.
I have it there, Dr. Lisa, but it doesn't give me
Wait a
all
minute.
the colorful options.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. You see the option for text.
Yes. But then
Okay.
it brings
You
me to a black screen.
it,
No, it does not bring. Okay, so that's what I see when I click story. I get 3 options.
but you don't get this screen.
No, I don't get that screen in the plus sign to go live, and then you scroll over to text. I get a different screen, like just a plain black screen where I don't have all the bells and whistles like that. But when I click on, like, if I'm going to add a story, I do get the feature there.
So if I put the word go live, let's see, I'm just gonna put something real basic here. So I just put go live on the text. And if I hit next,
Yeah,
it starts to generate, and then it has all these different.
That is in my stories as an option, not in plus to go live. And then you scroll over, I have the word text, but it's not fancy like that.
You don't. Okay, so in your stories, does it just say your story? Because I could send this to story now, or I can click next and I can make it a post.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I should try that. I just do your story. I just do your story, and I don't know if I can do it as a post.
Let me check. Try. Let me see what happens with me if I go to my story. So now I'm going to go to my story. Okay. I'm going to see.
Show me how it looks there.
So on my story, oh, this is me and Per Mom. I got to post that. I met with her today for lunch.
That's awesome.
So do you see text at the top?
Yes, that's how I have it. Only there.
Okay, so let me hear go. I'm going to put go live again.
Okay.
So then when I hit next, so it shows next right there. I click next. Oh, it just has that. It doesn't say next.
Yes, that's all I have. Then I think that's all I have. So I don't have an option to make it a post. I don't think so. I have to double check.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Let you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you know. But
okay.
Yeah, so I'm doing all the things, I'm trying, and I just wanted to, that's why I wanted to come up, because I felt like it was a win, and I'm glad it was able to help Soda, because that was her question, like how to be more structured. And I tell you, Soda, and if you've got your background in witnessing that, it's so helpful for me, and I love just seeing it right on my screen where it's like, okay, where am I going next? Okay, we finished coffee talk. Now it's time for, fashion trends and questions ready. And then after that, it's the affirmations. So
yeah, I love that flow.
Oh, I could even have a different background for the different segments and a little AI jingle and for the transition. Doc recommended that, different backgrounds.
Yeah, you could. You could. Yeah, she said a jingle too. I love it.
Oh, I'm gonna hire you. I love my jingles.
I'm
gonna hire you to do my jingles for every segment.
So I mean, for you need to hone in on who is your audience, though. Who are you talking to? Are you talking to people who are trying to learn about AI, music, or using new AI?
Because I keep going all over the place, because it depends on who comes in. Today, I had my sister and someone else with little kids who were talking about Pokemon cards. So I ended up opening Pokemon cards, then other times I'll be talking about women's health, and other times, so I'm kind of I think my ideal person is women with chronic illness, mental. Want to talk about chronic illness, mental health, how inspiration on how to get through. I personally use my AI music to help with my health issues, help me get through my health and art and stuff. I want to come at an angle where it is about how to find ways for us to get through our things, and so I'm just trying to figure out how I can present it in a way where I'm not like super all over the place, where I could all wrap it
Hmm. You know, I think you are going to have to figure out where your primary focus will be. And again, I'm just thinking like I know you talk about the AI music and using AI tools to come up with some creative designs, creative music, so maybe it's like AI in general. Your board is AI, so I mean you've been doing that, but um
no, it's not only for women. I should say that.
well not for women, but I'm just saying
I realized I said women.
okay,
But
gotcha.
I'm realizing that it's not just for women, but it's just, I think more women would relate to it.
Gotcha. Look, and again, it may be I'm all for using the AI to help you brainstorm. And maybe you put in all the things you said that you're interested in, but if there is something that you're doing that it can come up with some keywords and help you identify who could be your target audience. That may be a way to kind of narrow it down a little bit. Obviously, your audience is a reflection of you, and I know you talk about, you know, um, a lot of different things in your live stream, um, and so maybe that's the creative person. You know what I'm saying? You're a creative, and so recognizing that you're talking to that person that may have different interests, and obviously you have this creative aspect to how you structure your live stream and what you do in your live stream, but then you also say this is part of how you're um understanding, having multiple passions, multiple areas of focus. I know you met with pals and you said the ADHD thing. And so maybe a lot of that is part of it. And then you're able to kind of speak to that person who also has multiple interests, multiple passions, and you're kind of trying to make sure they make sense of it and make meaning of it and how they can obviously organize their life in a way that is going to stay interesting and relevant to those type of people. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I
But
really need to, for, and like, I love talking about the nervous system.
yeah, yeah.
Like arts and music and stuff do affect the nervous system and everything that I learned from it.
Mm.
And so, like, from having so many deep conversations with psychiatrists, neurologists, like all these different people, and doing research on that. So, so yeah, I guess I'm just trying to figure out the best way to, because I feel like my audience is all like, I hear other people who talk about, like Miss Treetop, how she's like, okay, she specifically talks about financial literacy in a biblical sense, specifically for, it's mostly for women, age 40 up, around then, like she has such a specific thing. Like a lot of the people in our group have such a specific group that they want to talk with, so that's what I'm struggling with a lot, figuring out who's my specific people. And I think that's one of the reasons I'm.
Okay, gotcha. You were breaking up a little bit, but I think I understood. Yeah. Um, Go ahead and kind of play around with a couple ideas and see what happens when you run it through an AI to help you brainstorm a little bit. Maybe we can meet, and this is for anybody who is part of the agency. Maybe we can meet in another sometime next week and just kind of take a look at your analytics, but also kind of talk through some strategies. Um,
Thank you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. But yeah, the nervous system thing is good. That's good too. The only thing I say is whatever you're talking about, what will help is if it's searchable, if people are searching for that on this app. Thank you so much, friend. So just kind of keep that in the forefront. Thank you so much for the United Hearts. Um, So just making sure people are looking for that type of content. And so that may be something you run across here in the app and just kind of start searching keywords and looking at the content and see if that aligns with what you're trying to produce. Yeah. Um Demetria, I put in we'll do okay, perfect. I put in the stickers. That is that was that your question, Demetria? Let me know if that answered your question. I use Canva as well as Nika Grace created some of those stickers, a lot of those stickers that are still in there. There's a combination actually. ChatGPT, if I understood correctly, she used that to come up with the prompt. And I think her chat allowed for artwork. And so that's where some of those stickers came from. Okay, perfect. Viv. Any other questions, you all? I appreciate you all being here. Anything you want me to talk about, let me know. Um, I'm happy to kind of answer some more questions. I found myself repeating myself in my live because I only had people popping in and out. In the beginning, that happens. But like I said, if you can get to a point where you're being intentional about who your audience is and being able to train the algorithm to know that that's who you're talking to, what you're looking for. So, if you guys ever caught the very beginning of my live, I say I start off talking at the beginning of the countdown. So I'll say TikTok live, and I talk slow. I'm not talking super fast, and I'm talking in keywords a lot of the time. So I'll say TikTok live, beginner tips for live streaming, beginner friendly tips, go live, live streaming tips, TikTok live. So again, I say that probably for like the first minute and a half. Depends on who's coming into the room. I'll end up saying hi to you all or connecting with folks. Usually it doesn't last too long. Maybe it's like a minute or two at most before somebody's coming in the room. Um, and so I'm getting the algorithm used to it. And so in the very beginning, my AI is pretty spot on. The little AI summary, I'm going to flow and have more fun on Fridays, but not sure if that will confuse my algorithm. If you're being still true to your topic of midlife people who are stuck, you wanting midlife tips to help you get unstuck. You know, you're saying those things slowly, even though your live is, a fun Friday. You can say that, but you still are telling the algorithm who you're talking to and what your topic's about. And so when I'm saying beginner friendly, beginner tips, I'm talking to beginners. Now, obviously, I talk to other people too, but you're helping the algorithm understand what your topic is about. And then as people start coming in, you can say, "Hey, we're doing our fun Friday. We're gonna have some relaxation to kind of help ease your mind, calm your nervous system." The whole thing that Soda was just saying, and just relaxation is part of what's going to happen for this fun Friday. Yeah. The Got a Dash. Thank you so much, Demetria. I look forward to your next live, friend. You got me. Perfect. Coach Rhonda. You said, I love Dr. Lisa. All you ladies are amazing. Remember, you are the blueprint for success. Let's clap to that. I don't know my sound effects. TikTok. Thank you all. I appreciate that, friend. So yeah, you guys are doing great. Just stick to it. I know the algorithm can be a little funky. It's been weird. It's glitchy in the last couple of days. So, but stay the course. It's hard to kind of see past the struggle, but it'll get better. It'll get better. This is one of those tests of willpower and fortitude and discipline. So I know sometimes you want to kind of veer off in a different direction, but if you can kind of get things going and stay kind of as disciplined and structured as possible, I think that will help with training the algorithm, being very focused on your content, your search terms, the things that people are looking for out of your live stream. And so that'll help too, and just kind of teach the algorithm what you, who you want in your room and what you want to share. All right. Daily check in. Thank you so much, friend. I see you, Dr. Lisa Cares. Thank you so much, friends. Any other questions? Let me know if there's other questions. PMP, I'm pulling you up if you are still in the room. Did you have questions, friends? I appreciate you all being here.
I'll be in here.
PMP?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
I can. It was an echo, but I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can.
Okay. So, I remember a couple of weeks ago, you were stating before you go live to keep all these people from jumping in your room to click on something. You know how people just, you open it up for anybody to jump in. Can you tell me what that is? Because when I go live next week, that's going to be on my mind. And somebody going to be jumping here unauthorized. So I know anybody can come in, but someone was talking a couple of weeks ago how they had their live and someone just automatically came in and you were saying there's some button that I could click to keep them from coming in.
Yeah. So two things. The panel boxes that we have here. Why am I reversed? The panel boxes here, the multi guest boxes is um a feature you want to make sure you turn off on this for this particular boxes is that people can auto accept. So you can turn that feature off. It doesn't sound like you're going to have your panel boxes on, but I just want to make sure you understand that that's something you can turn off, that people can't automatically join your boxes.
Oh, okay.
That is one feature. The co-host is the other thing I want to talk about. So the co-host is what you're referring to. But since the panel boxes are on, I just want to say that. Um, when you click the two people for panel boxes, that's what this multi guest boxes are. You click the two people, not the rings, my bad. Two people, two heads, the pink and the blue person. When you click that, the same way what you click to come in my room is the same thing you see on the live side, on the live host side. It has a settings wheel in the top corner. In that settings wheel, you'll click that. If you scroll down, you'll see where you can turn off people automatically joining your multi guest boxes. You can turn off the feature where they automatically are accepted. You can turn on or off. It's usually turned off, so just make sure it stays off. But that's one thing. So I just wanted to point out this particular setting for the multi guest panels. But what you're referring to is actually the co host. So the co host is the two interlocking rings. Right now, I don't see co-host because you guys are up in the panel boxes, so I don't even see that setting is disabled right now. Well, I shouldn't say it's disabled. It's actually, just so that you guys know really quickly, I shouldn't have said that. It's under the three dots when you are co-hosting. The co-host area is under the three dots, and you see it there where you can co-host with somebody. Um, but it's typically on the bottom banner. When I see that there's three dots at the top corner of the co-host area, three dots. If you click those three dots, it'll show a small panel, a small box that pops up. In the bottom one is the settings that you can click the settings and you can turn off all those features. All of them relate to your fans can recommend people to co-host for you. You could turn that off. You can turn off the feature where people you don't know can request to co-host with you. You can turn off the feature for people you do know, your friends or your followers, to request you. So you can turn all those features off if you choose to, or you could decide, like, you know what, maybe I want to have my friends request me if they want to. So you can keep that feature on, but you can turn it all off. It's totally up to you. Um, Mine is not turned off, and I guess I don't turn mine off honestly. Um, I guess I don't turn it off because, I mean, any of you guys, if y'all requested me, if I saw y'all, and there's people I'm meeting all the time, I would accept it. I typically don't always accept it because I'm teaching or I'm mid sentence sometimes and it'll pop up. But I just don't turn that feature off, and I probably could turn it off because I don't accept as much. But I want to be able to obviously be able to see who's requested me too. So maybe that's just me being nosy.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Um, any other questions, friends? I saw. Bloom, are you still in the room? Bloom, I hadn't seen in a minute. Bloom, how are you? Somebody asked about you. Who was I in? Maybe Coach Jessie room. She's like, have I seen Bloom lately? So I didn't get a chance to really speak to her. She popped in earlier. Hello, hey Elle, everybody else in the room. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate you all. Um, thank you all for being here. Unwritten Unstoppable, how are you as well? Mama Oz living. Thank you so much, friend, for being here. Thank you so much, Viv. How are you, friend? Any other questions?
I
Thanks
do
so.
have one more question.
Sure.
When we were talking earlier, where I went to recharge and you said that I could dispute it. Were you saying dispute it with my credit card company or dispute it with TikTok when
I'm
they charged me $27 but didn't give me my coins?
Yeah, I was thinking credit card. I think that's where I was
Okay.
going in terms of how you paid for it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you didn't get it, I don't know if you can dispute it with TikTok. Anybody know the answer
Okay.
to that? I'll be honest with you. I've never had that happen before. Um.
Okay. I know it was a little bit more detailed, so I didn't want to go into it on your session.
Yeah.
But since this is private, I was decided
Yeah.
to ask you.
Yeah. I'm thinking that was and the way you did it, it was in the app, not on the website.
Yeah, when you said you could go up here and if you click here, you get 25% off.
So that was the
So
website.
that's what I clicked. And then you was like it would be better to download the app. So after all that happened, I just download the app. I said I'll start purchasing it outside the app. But they
Yeah.
still charged me $14.99 twice.
Wow.
And I don't have did not give me any coins. And last night, I think two people gave me donuts. Now, does that load inside, or should that have gone to my account as well? Or donuts? I'm getting it confused. The
Okay.
gifts and the coins,
I'll
are they
show.
different?
I'll show you. Let's see. I'm going to show you on my agency page because that
Okay.
page, I think some gifting happened last week, so that page had a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. Is it acting right? Hold on. Have you ever gone to your page and you click your balance? Hey, Viv, thank you so much for being here. Hey, spiritual. Um, have you gone to your balance before?
No. So it will be on my page. Okay, I was looking at the coins on your page. So the coins that are in this page here is just for your when I come to you live. So I need to go to my own page. So the coins probably sitting there. I must was just looking in the wrong place.
Possibly. Possibly. Okay. Let's do this. I'm literally gonna show you what's on my page. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the agency page. So this is what I'm asking you. So when you go to this page, I'm telling you to
Mm-hmm.
click the three lines at the top of your page. Click your three
Mm-hmm.
lines and then go to balance. When you go
Okay.
to balance, it's going to show you what your balance is for TikTok. I might get in trouble
Mm-hmm.
for showing numbers, but we'll see. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble with TikTok.
Okay.
TikTok, this is just for educational purposes.
Okay.
We'll see if it doesn't
I
violate
saw it
me. And
though.
so underneath there, check your balance, and underneath there's your coins. Click the word coins. It's right under that balance number. Click your coins. If you click your coins, it's going to show you the coin screen that you kind of saw in my live. That is your information.
Okay.
It'll show you um the option for you to exchange. You just saw where I showed you $15 or so.
Uh-huh.
That's something I can exchange. And I can
Okay.
get coins for that. It'll give me for it was $15.35. It'll give me 1519 was that 1,519 coins if I exchange that amount. And I pay a little bit to TikTok because they exchanging it, but I could get
Right.
coins for that.
Okay,
Um,
I did see that when I was in Jesse's earlier. I clicked on something and it was like you could exchange this for this because you need this amount to, I guess, match what the actual price was to gift her. And I came out because I'm like, well, I don't have enough, but where it is. So now I know where to look. I'm gonna go look. So it could be me. It may not even I was just looking in the wrong area, I should say.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Check your balance and then
Okay.
see if that means anything in terms of what numbers are there. What did you pay for coins? Because you should see your coin balance too. And you paid $14 twice, you said. So there should be coins there, technically 3,000 in coins, somewhere close to
Okay.
3,000 in coins that you purchased. 2,700
Okay.
or so,
Thank you so
2,800.
much.
You're welcome. You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
All
You're
right.
just so thorough with your explanations. I
Oh,
just love it.
oh, you guys are
Thank you.
welcome. You're welcome. All right, friends. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. We were just talking. Mama, thank you for all the knowledge and information, everyone. Oh, you're so welcome. Diamond, you said you have a question. What's your question, friend? You want to come up? Did I miss it? I probably missed some of you guys. Hey, Ocean Summers. My I'll message you. She says she's gonna contact you, my friend. Hey,
Hey,
friends.
that's so much better because I was trying to take care of the baby. My hands are full.
Okay.
Okay, my question is when you're just starting your live
Mhm.
again, and is there a teleprompter feature so that you can read it off the screen instead of like off paper or whatever?
In the live stream, you're saying is there a teleprompter feature in the live stream?
Yes.
No. I
Okay,
haven't
got
seen it. Anybody in the room, let me know if you've seen it. Um, you could have, like, literally right next to me is my, right above me is my tablet, right next to me is my laptop. You could have some information close enough on a screen.
Okay, that's what I did do.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want it to be so obvious that I'm looking away. So, so I was trying to check to see, like, making sure that I was on task with whatever I was going to be talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, if there's a teleprompter feature, then it may be a little bit easier. But yeah, I had my desktop right next to where I was filming. So
Yeah. Depends on how you have it angled. It won't look too obvious. You know, my tablet above me, I could be talking on the tablet and chatting with y'all. I look like I'm looking up a little bit, but you can have it situated close enough so it doesn't look too bad. And on the content side, there is a teleprompter feature.
oh,
Yeah, there is a teleprompter in the content side. On the content side, if you wanted to add the teleprompter to the screen as you're talking on the screen to your on your post for your post.
okay, it's freezing. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So really quickly on the content side, if you um if you go to um where you're it's the effects area, type in
Okay.
type in the word teleprompter
Okay.
in the search area, and it should show a teleprompter feature.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try that.
Let's see.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
show
gonna
you
try
what
that.
I'm talking about. Um, you see how there's this area here?
Okay.
I think it's where you have to press when you press, like, all I did was press here. You see where it says effects. You can search,
Okay.
and then when you search, I can search the word tele. As soon as I started spelling the word teleprompter, where is it? Wait a minute, where'd it go? As soon as I didn't even finish saying it, teleprompter.
Oh, okay.
And then now
Gotcha.
there's a box. You see that little gray out box? You can copy
I
paste
do.
and type your words in there. You can slow it down because it does move. It moves, or you can speed it up rather. It moves rather slow in my opinion, but it's there. Okay. So I don't really
Okay, so
use it
if I
because I'm not a
had
big fan of it.
bullet points, then it kind of would be easier, not
Mm-hmm.
like full content, but just give me the bullet points of what whatever the content that we were going to be talking about.
Yeah. You could
Oh, that would be
this is
awesome.
the content side, yeah, for where you're about to post a video. But yeah, that's what you could use. Hello, friend.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's
Oh,
there for you,
thank
but it's
you.
not on the
That was
live
very
side.
helpful.
Okay. You're welcome. All right.
That was
Oceans,
very, very helpful.
did you have another question for me? Or are you good? Diamond, let me know if there's another question. Unread Unstoppable, you didn't know about that, friend? Let me
I
know.
have a question, please.
Yeah, Ocean Summers, what's your question, friend?
Oh, excuse me. Hi, Dr. Lisa. Hi, everybody. I
Hello,
forgot
hello.
to greet everyone. What was I gonna ask? Oh, yeah. Here's my question. Um, I was trying to go live 3 times in a row today,
Oh,
and um, I couldn't get it to go through. And I admit I know I'm not the most tech savvy person. This is true. But even when my baby tried to help me, well, my baby's 33, but a baby to me. And my daughter kept saying, well, mommy, there's something wrong. It just keeps dropping your life. So one of the reasons I was trying to come up, thanks for putting me on, to see if it was something on my end or I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
so it
Has
was
that ever
dropping your
happened?
life. So
Yeah,
so you how many lives have you done?
two.
And you did the age verification.
Yeah.
Okay. Just I just want to make sure like they
Yeah,
let
I'm
you do
laughing
two.
because I'm, of a particular age.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You know what? That is a good thing because it gave me a warning earlier. I blew my hair out and had bangs, and it kept making me do the age verification. I know I don't look 55, but clearly I'm way over 21. It's visible, but it kept flashing back again.
That's what made me think of that. I was like, for some reason, I felt like somebody else said TikTok. Yes, I get that before. You got that before. Maybe it was you, Soda.
So
So,
I'm not tripping then,
no,
because
I think it's
even
a. I think it's an age thing. Soda, you want
my
to come back
daughter
up?
said that, and I believe she was like, "Mommy, I think it might be the bangs."
I think
And I said, "There's no way." But
instead
I've
of
never blown my hair out on a live before. Well, she blew it out for me, and it kept saying that. But I didn't think for when I thought, well, maybe it's a glitch. But it even when my daughter was holding, and my daughter went to engineering school, so it's not just me being bad with technology. She was like, "Mommy, it keeps kicking you back out, and it keeps saying verify your age."
yeah, it's the age. It's the age. Soda, you want to come back on? I don't know if you can, but Soda says she has bangs too.
Oh, hi, Soda. But I'm an old biddy, Soda. I'm 55. But
The AI sometimes doesn't really understand certain things. So.
Yeah.
oh,
For mine, it just dropped. It dropped me. It dropped because we were doing that group live. It dropped me and said, I got a V for the age, and then I had to submit like my photos and everything to show that I'm over 18 or whatever.
I didn't even have it on me. It was crazy because we were going to do the live at a church near my house, and I was going to tie my live into this beautiful painting that they had recently purchased. So it was going to be like this art history live, and my daughter took the half day off work to help me. And because we were so close to the house, I didn't grab my other wallet. Long story short, I didn't even have my updated ID, and the one I had, it wouldn't go through. It was crazy, and I'm like, but it's me, clearly.
Right, right.
Like, and then it made me do my password again too, which was odd.
Yeah.
And my kid was like, it may be your banks, and I'm like, but how could that be? She was like, maybe it's not recognizing you.
So
Okay, so
Soda
it's
said,
not just me.
yeah. So Soda said you have to do the age verification. Soda, do you mind sharing what did you do? You had to go to report a problem.
Well, see, for mine, I got a V for mine. So, or I can't remember which one. So, and when I did the reboot that, reboot that, make me do that because I tried going live again and it said it wouldn't let me. And so then it just the V, or I don't know if she's able to check. Does that mean a violation?
Yeah, she got a violation, but it was a violation because I remember that happened. You said you were playing with some effects or something, and they gave you. Was that the time?
Mine happened with the when I was playing with the effects.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you had to submit your passport. Is that what you said?
Yeah, so I had to show my passport. I didn't have my ID on me, so I grabbed my and I had to take a picture of me in 3 different angles. I had to take a forward one from the side, and then 2 from the side to see that it matches. That's what I think it is, because when my kid kept saying, "Mommy, keep turning," I was like, "Why? We're gonna lose the light." And she was like, yes, but it's telling me another picture because she was like, "This doesn't look like you from your." But I'm like, Eden, obviously it's me. And I think it really does listen to your voice too, because someone was saying, because we both have very youth, like we sound very young. I know. I took voice lessons. I don't think it'll ever deepen. I'm 55, and I don't think I wish it was, but I think what you're saying makes a lot of sense because, where was it? Different topic, but similar. When I went to pick up some of my medicines, I remember they didn't want to give them to me. Same things. She was like, "You're not the person, and you're not who we talked to on the phone." And I was like, "Girl, it's me." Okay, so a change in hairdo, bangs, and because I don't have a really nice deep voice. Okay, because I only need like a 10 years older show where they make us present older. That makes sense. Oh, this daggone AI.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was feeling real insecure about my technical skills. I was like, Eden, come and help mommy. And she was like, I don't think it's just you and your Gen X tech skills, mommy, because it won't do it for me either.
Yeah.
So thank you, Soda. It explains a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it again, Dr. Lise. Don't worry, I'm not giving up.
All right,
promise.
you got it.
And my daughter blew my hair out for me to look real cute for my live. I didn't even get to show y'all. Or the painting. I gotta get permission from that church again.
Okay.
But it's worth it when you guys see it.
Okay, do some content and share it out. All right, friends. Well, let me know if there's any other questions. I want to make sure I answer any last minute questions. I'm 5 minutes from being 3 hours live, so let me know. Let me know if there's any questions. Laugh out now, not the Gen X tech skills. Yes, y'all, we are struggling.
I fully admit that. Yes, me and my Gen X tech skills.
Luna said, "How's your brand deals going?"
I have to go really.
You're welcome, MP.
I don't know if I told her. Can I? Can
Sure,
I say
sure.
it, Dr.
Yeah.
Can I? Is it okay to say the health thing? Or do I speak in code?
Speak in code because I
respect your rules.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, you know what? I don't have content disclosure turned on, so yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but
Totally. Okay.
but BC,
I'll just say
the C word.
challenge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Big C word. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So I recently diagnosed with big C word. Literally like a couple weeks. So I haven't. I'm having a bit of a challenge scheduling the appointments and the medicines, and I've been waiting for my 33-year-old baby to go over it with me. But one of them, because I accidentally dropped the name of it in a live, which is I don't know if I guess the vitamin place. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The Noir Girl vitamin place.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I think they got tired of me being the nerd in the room answering all the questions. So the long story short is I'm plowing my way through slowly but surely, and I do have something on the horizon. I have to officially hurry up and sign with you because the place where I'm getting the treatments asked me to be the face of one of their campaigns.
Nice. Nice.
Which I kind of just fell into. Girl, it was the blowout I think that helped me get over because I was feeling real sick that day.
Oh.
But they were like, yeah, we have a new campaign and we didn't realize you're the age that you are. We thought it was a typo on your paperwork.
Oh.
But you'd be great for it. So
I'm gonna make this official and stop squatting in on your page without really signing up yet.
Oh, you're
Oh,
so
wait a minute,
funny.
I gotta do another live, don't I?
You do. Yeah, go ahead and get age verified.
In
Exactly.
other words, I'm working on it. I saw somebody laughing at me. But thanks, I'm glad you understand my challenge too, Soda. I've caught a few of your lives too. I
Yeah.
haven't been there lately and seen one, but you do look and sound really young too.
Yeah. Yeah. So Ocean, you said something. Oh gosh, you popped in and out of my head. Oh gosh, you
Was
was
it about the live?
no, it was about your oh,
The C
Carol
word?
Carol West. C word.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I really like Carol. Mm-hmm.
So go to Carol because she got a brand deal with her
She
journey.
did?
She did.
Oh, wow.
She
That
did
is
get a
fantastic.
brand
I
deal.
love her.
And if I'm not mistaken, it was more for voice acting because they work with her and she did a whole campaign and she became the face of her C word as well.
I have to catch up with her because I do follow the Black Girl podcasters. They're on
Yeah,
Fridays, but
yeah, Holly
aside
Q.
from that,
Mm-hmm.
she had said to
Are
me
they about
some
to go
months
live?
ago, and I didn't take her seriously. She was like, "You should consider doing voiceover work." And I'm like, "But I can't act."
Oh, no, no, no. She
And
probably was talking about for characters too. Oh, you would be good.
the people that offered me the campaign asked me who was my agent. And I did tell a little bit of a fib, but I don't think it's a fib. And I said, I'm in the process of signing. You're the agency girl,
Am I?
just so you know. Yes. So it's not really a lie. I was like, oh, I haven't officially signed with them yet, but I'm with the agency. And they were
I
like,
think they
oh, well,
talking
who
about like
did they
talent
reach out
agencies,
to?
but hey, we will play the role,
No, they
Carol.
have both.
Okay.
Because they have commercials too, and then they have I haven't gone to their social media page yet. It's on here though, because they told me. But yeah, I'm managing these appointments and stuff. I'm working on these deals. And I'm gonna do wigs too, because I'm going wig shopping this week.
Okay. Okay.
So
I
I'm gonna
love
be
it.
reaching out with that. In other words, some coins will be involved.
All right. All right. I
And I'm
love it.
excited. And thank you again.
You are so welcome, friend. Definitely best of luck. My friend, she is not thought
How's
forgot
she
about you.
doing?
She started radiation this week, so
She did.
yeah, so she said she's gonna reach out to you. So she's like she's
Oh,
on my
tell her it's
list.
okay. Take her time. I
Yeah,
totally understand. She's got a lot on her plate, and
yeah,
please, convey to her, um, all my prayers and good energy and
absolutely.
my gratitude, because that, to both of you, that was incredibly kind and compassionate. I
Oh,
really deeply appreciate it.
I appreciate that too. Thank you so much, friend. We are
Oh,
all
she
here for
looks
you.
fabulous.
She's doing her best. She's doing her best. She's trying her best to just stay in good spirits and, everything that's, going on. You think about it, obviously, it's one of those things where it can get you down, but at the same time, you got to keep moving and stay positive as much as possible. So she's trying her best. Yeah.
This is true, and this I truly do mean. There are how many people in here? 11. Um, the people that I've met by in the past, has it been almost a year now, I think,
Hmm.
or so, from the 92%, and
Yes.
then of course, um which led me to your agency because she
Yeah.
kept going on and on about this
Oh,
Dr.
she's so
Lisa.
sweet.
And I'm
I
like,
like
who
you.
is that? And then finally, I was like, oh, no wonder Hallie Q keeps going on and on about Dr. Lisa. And then other content creators that I would follow who aren't with your agency,
Yeah.
but have heard of you and really
Oh wow.
respect you. And I was like, well,
Oh
let me
wow.
find out who this woman is. And there are some really incredible, phenomenal people who are not just only fabulous content creators, first and foremost, but just really good people.
Really good people.
So I feel incredibly grateful to have met so many supportive and creative and positive group of mostly women.
Yeah.
And it is a really beautiful thing. You're fantastic at what you do. And if I can even maneuver some of the things when I am like very, very severely tech challenged, okay, then anybody can. But it speaks to the fact that you really break it down in such a way that even I can figure it out. even the thing, and who was the other person? I don't remember her name. That had just was on before me that mentioned that the question about the coins.
Oh,
I
PMP.
didn't know either. They kept messaging me. I didn't know there were two different kinds of payment rewards. I really didn't. And then they kept messaging me like, "Are you gonna exchange these, or what do you want to do with them?" So
Yeah, yeah.
thank you all.
You are welcome. You're welcome. So, yeah, this has definitely been a such a rewarding experience. Just meeting so many different people. I shared earlier. I had lunch with one of
You
the
did?
creators in the agency. Yeah, I met her in
Oh,
person. She's
awesome.
here in Orlando for the Disney races.
You're in Orlando?
Yeah, yeah, I'm in Florida.
Oh, I have family there. Do you know what is it called?
What?
Orange County?
I'm in Orange
No,
County.
Winter Park.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have
yeah, I know Winter
family there
Park very
too.
well.
And I'm from the East Coast, but I spent quite a bit of time in Florida growing up. My stepfather is a retired PGA member.
Oh wow.
So the best golf courses with the best continuous weather are there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm familiar. Y'all have great weather.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, oh, you said your brother is in Winter Park. Okay, I know Winter Park very well.
Oh wow, I have
Exactly.
cousins there. They love it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's been a great experience. I met Soda in person. Soda was
You
here
did?
vacationing.
Oh wow.
I met her in person. I met Per Mom Bookshops. She is on the book talk side. She's in the agency. We just met today in person.
Oh,
I
that's
met
cute. It's a
Coach
family affair.
Rhonda.
I love that.
Mhm. Coach
That's
Rhonda, I met
adorable.
in person with the New York cohort. We're having the agency
Nice.
meeting in person meetup. We're having that the retreat rather. We're having that in June, early June. So yeah, this has been so great. It's just
Oh,
so
you
many
have it?
great
Oh,
people.
you're going to
We're
have it. It
having it.
hasn't.
Yeah,
I thought.
it's happening
Oh, I thought it
June
had already
5th through
happened.
7th.
It's coming up in June.
It's coming up.
Okay.
So it's been a pleasure. It's been great. It's really, really been a great experience.
A
So
happy anniversary, Dr. Lisa, too. It's been, I think you said a year now. Has it been a year exactly?
it's been well for YouTube. YouTube was last week. So last week I hit my
Oh,
1 year for
okay.
YouTube. Yep, yep. And so yeah, so April 8th. That was last week. Yep.
Not that often. Well,
Well,
happy belated
thank you.
anniversary.
Thank you. Yeah, TikTok's I count my 1 year live January 1st. So that was back in January. Thank you so much, everybody. But I adore all of you. We are 3 hours and 5 minutes live. So
Oh,
I
wow.
am I'm gonna call it a night. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for the support, and I appreciate all the super fans in the room and beyond. So we will be back tomorrow live. Feel free to message me if you guys have any questions. All right.
Oh, is it okay to, I've only been on, this is the second super fan one that I've joined.
Sure.
And I'm still learning. Is it still beneficial for us to tap in here just like a regular live or no? Because I don't see anybody else doing the tappy hearts.
You say it for like a regular super fan live? Honestly, only people who can attend is super fan members. So I don't know if the engagement necessarily has to be emphasized because
Okay.
you got to be a super fan to attend it anyway. So it's going to be up to people to either get the super fan. You can turn on the preview. I have a 60-second preview turned on. So people hearing this conversation, they're wanting to get more. They could potentially join to be a super fan if they're listening on the outside. But for the most part, you really only people who are here are super fans that can actively participate and attend the live stream. So I don't know if the
Okay.
sharing, the tapping, all that stuff matters as much because people have to join and be a member. I mean, you could promote your live. I would say that's not a bad idea if you want to share it out. But again, when they come in, they have to be a super fan to attend. Hey, Sassy B. So that's going to be the main thing.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for your tips and help too, and for not
You're welcome.
laughing at my lack of tech savvy.
You are totally fine. You
Thanks,
got
Dr.
this.
Lisa.
You're welcome. All right, friends. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support. We will see you all later. If you did get your points, claim your points. So I appreciate you all being here. I will see you all tomorrow. All right. Take
Bye.
care.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Bye bye. Thank you so much, everybody. You guys heard the whole super fan. So that's the super fan conversation. Thank you all for being here. I am getting off. Appreciate all you all joining me tonight. Happy Friday. Take care.